He's gesturing on every single movement, every single word. Nothing stands out.
What's wrong with that lady? Because they don't bend like that.
You saying Sean Hucker looks like an Argyle?
I said Hawkins.
Don't want to go to Aspen? Oh, yeah. Okay.
You can say, oh, you put the one showing higher shade. So let's do the same thing here. We're gonna put this where it's supposed to be colder.
Lift off.
I'm trying to be reasonable. I'm trying to be reasonable. It's not articulable. It's not. It is articulable. It is okay. Articulated. Taking pictures. That's not. That's not for me to do right here.
I need your corporate number now.
Listen, I need your help. Run inside and get me a pair of scissors.
No.
Why not? Because you made me watch Two Girls, One Cup. Okay, wait, so what is this now? Just watch.
But what we found is when we turned on that gyroscope, we found that we were picking up the drift. A 15 degree per hour drift.
Thanks, Bob.
We don't see you anything. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting.
3, 2, 1. CRS mission, the ISS. Got main engines at 108%.
AVI power nominal.
You at the side of the building? Is that you at the side of the building? No, shoot him! Shoot him! Yeah. Good. Okay, somebody's still moving. Somebody's still moving. Get ready to kill him. Rainy, you're freaking man, dude. Yeah, boy! Ah, that's Brainy shooting. Yep.
The bacon pop.
That's awesome.
Bacon party.
The bacon party. You can join
Best party ever.
I'm gonna restart my engine. Just because. I wonder how this comes out. Check. Sounds okay. I guess we'll see. How's everybody doing? All 12 of you. Apparently everybody's watching Sit Down with Debunkers build Lego. No offense. I'm not interested. But I like people involved. How the hell does that keep happening? I tuned in, they got like 300 people watching. I'm like, which, congratulations. It's really helping them in the algorithm. That's per damn straight. Tad jealous. Oh, this turd. I'm a little bit sad right now, honestly, because I forgot to plug back in my stream tab, my Franken deck, if you will, and now it's like super dead because it's like a decade old. So I haven't let it die since I got it running again, and now it won't start. This happened the first time I decided to try to see if it would work. I plugged it in for like an entire day, but I feel like it showed me a battery symbol before, whereas now it's not showing me anything. So I won't lie, I'm actually going to be a little disappointed if this is dead. So, oh well, what do you do? 13 people, eh? They'll trickle in. They'll trickle in when they find out we're here. Hey, listen, there's 13 of you. Hit that like button. There's only 5. I appreciate it. Greater Sapien. There's a debate with Greater Sapien? This was a terrible idea to fucking stream. Debate on Greater Sapien? What are we talking about? Is this what they're talking about, a poop in a can?
Without following all the rules that I would try to put into the level, but
I don't know what we're talking about. Yeah. I'm here and my avatar is I don't know what your avatar is. What is your avatar? It's a Lego. Sweet. I don't know. Watching people build Lego to me is not like a big thing. But hey, listen, if you're into that, you're into it. Oh, 11 people. Chased y'all out. Let's see how quickly that happens. Concurrent viewers 13. That thing's delayed a bit. How's my audio sound? Am I coming through okay? Super as in unrecoverable without a new battery? No, it did this when I turned it. I feel like it did this when I pulled it out of the depths of darkness that it was sitting in, and I glued together the wire and plugged it in and went, and then just left it there for like a day, and then I came back and all of a sudden it had like a battery indicator, and I was like, what do you know? So I eventually was able to turn it on and get it running, and it was, I thought it died. I feel like it died recently, but I feel like it maybe was really close to dead and I just was able to plug it in before it died. But either way, or maybe it just fucking finally died. The thing is like uber old, and like I guess in retrospect a guy could get another tablet, but I don't have a ton of money. I could take an old phone. I'd take an old LG. Like I'm not one of those people that has phones laying all over, but like I have like an LG right here. This thing is fucking trash. Trash. Absolute trash. LG, you can go to hell. You'll never sell me another phone. I gave you a chance. You make nice TVs. Yeah. So, won't lie, a little disappointed. And the other thing is like, I can't even tell if it's like taking power. I think what it is that it's just really dead right now, and it's like whenever you have a battery that's like that, you need to kind of like let it soak for a bit before it'll actually like start to respond a little bit, because they get muted. Audio is good. Nice. Well, you never know. Honestly, I swear to God it did this last time. I think what happened, if I remember correctly, is I plugged it in and it didn't respond at all. If possibly, because let's face it, it was super dead. It'd been in there for like years. And then eventually I was able to, it showed a battery indicator one day. I think I looked at it. Oh, it took forever to charge. That's what it was. Finally, it showed like a sliver of battery, but it was so little I couldn't even power it up. Took like a day before there was enough power in it before I could even power it up. Don't get a MediaTek tab. No, I just get like a normal Samsung tablet or something. They work pretty good. Yeah, multimeter would do it, Pepper Talks, but then, I mean, I just didn't have time. I just discovered this right before I streamed. I went to activate it, and I'm like, went to turn it on. I'm like, shit. So I plugged it in and it didn't respond. I'm like, shit, now it's super dead again. So, I'll just leave it plugged in, and what's gonna happen is it's gonna slowly charge, and that's why, like, I have this little station I made for it, like it doesn't unplug, like the wire goes right into the bottom of it. So like sometimes I'll unplug it when I stream so I can pull it towards me and have it a little bit easier to access. But I just generally leave it plugged in. So like it has not been dead since that time I charged it. So I guess we'll just see what happens there. If it dies, it dies. I didn't pay anything for it, but I did put some sweat and tears into trying to figure out how to jailbreak it or whatever the hell it is. Anyways, how's all 14 of you doing today? Ooh, look at that. I encouraged one person to hit the like button. That was very good of me. Look at that. That said, this music is really slow today. We go back like 5 hours. I don't know. I don't even know how much of that you can even hear. So anyways, Nicole, yes, she does talk slow. This is a stoner. Don't worry about him. Right now, this is where I touch a button on my tab, and now I gotta do it like a chump. Oh yeah, not to mention something happened in here where I guess... Even now, what the fuck is going on here? Oh, there's a... Oh, here we go. Oh my god, everything fucked up before I started streaming. Who we got in here? Mr. Andret, Stringer News 1, good to see you, my friend. Pepper Talks, Andreas Eld. Drunken Bullet 411, good to see you, Brainy Beaver. Thank you, sir. Good to see you too. Tired of the electrons. What did you say for that? Points. Hold you tired of the elections? Oh my god. It's like I thought you were talking about charging electrons. Like I thought maybe you were making like a joke. I was thinking too high level. Sorry, that was like third wall kind of shit. Okay, who do we got here then? Let's get real. Let's get real. I tried to invite a guest, but Ragical, my friend Ragical, he was not available. Ooh, hey Terry, how you doing? I don't trickle. Terry Davies, eh? Jeez. That son of a bitch. No, I'm just kidding. C4 way at the top. He's like first, but now he's not here. He legally left. Mr. Unite for the children hiding up at the top too. Anyways. Well, we might as well start the show for all 15 of you folks. You savage 15 you. I am working on a video. I can even maybe tease you with something here maybe at some point. It's been a little slow going. I've been really busy lately, and it's kind of not an excuse for the entire 2 months that I haven't released a video, because that's ridiculous. But it's definitely my excuse for more recently. Starts with the tech show. Right now I'm just starting with the excuses. Excuses for my lazy ass. I'm tired right now even. Like, I worked yesterday till 7:30. I mean, when I left the job, I was swiping a credit card through my Square, so I mean, I got paid for a 4-day job. But I'm a little broken. Like, my hand was physically kind of like it was bruised. I think I bruised the muscle, so I like couldn't even clench anything today very well, and I'm just tired. I'm really tired. Anyways, that's not what you came for. What you came for is this dumb girl. Now, everybody remembers Nicole. I think. If you don't remember Nicole, first of all, she has more subs than me, so subscribe if you're not subscribed, because it's a bit of a... At 4th screen we get hard on the neck. Are you talking about this one? No, it's because I can look all the way to the top though. It's lengthwise. Like the new shit's actually at the bottom, a little closer to the eye level. There, I'll just bring it down even further. There. I can look all the way there. Yeah, good stuff. I think I might have fixed the audio problem. So this is I got a nice big cut in my hand. This is the native. Oh my god. I think I've just got dyslexia today. We're gonna shut her down, come back later. We're just gonna... Maiden is the word I was looking for, thank you. This is the maiden voyage of the new settings for my audio, okay? So everybody enjoy. I hope it all goes well. No more robot. No? Nobody wants to do the robot? That's good. I don't want to either. Nicole El Bago. Okay, now Pepper Talks. Is it Pepper Talks? Let's see. Pick-a-pup? No, Pepper Pick-a-pup. Pick-a-pup donated something to me, and I'm going to show it off now. Okay, so now now here's my old keyboard. Now this keyboard does still work, except it's anciently old. Like, look at the buttons. See, that's my ASDW, and then it had backlight once upon a time. It's actually a Microsoft Reclusa. It's a nice board. It was a nice. It's got volume control that doesn't work with my voice meter, right? So, it was a nice unit, but it was very old. The buttons are squishy. Frankly, there's times when it presses buttons that I'm sure I didn't touch because they're nowhere near the words I'm typing. And it was time to get a new one anyways. And then I spilt coffee on the other one. And so Pick-a-pup out there. Pick-a-pup was very kind and donated to the channel by shipping to me. BB Productions is the name I gave. This. So get her in the shot a little bit here. So I've got it set on like a color sweep, so it's sweeping the colors, as you can see. But yeah, it's nice. You got like buttons up here that you can like shut the lights off if you wanted to turn it off and go dark for a bit. You can set it to like rapidly breathe and a bunch of things and stuff, but it's honestly, I just like it just kind of going through the multicolor. The buttons are crisp. Now here's the only thing. There's one key here. Okay, so I found an issue, but I'll deal with it. I'll be fine. Where is it? Where is it? Does anybody see? Focus. 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 Is it too bright for you? Focus. You guys see that pound symbol? That's not supposed to be there. What the hell? And there's this like Alt Great Britain or Alt GR. Oh yeah, it's European. So I'm gonna make a little legend and put a little legend here for the keys that are different. Now, there is one thing that really messed me up in Tarkov last night. This shift button is tiny, okay? So you see the size of my the new shift button right there? So you do your ASDW when you're playing games. You're kind of like, you're doing this and you're hitting the shift like that. Man, the shift button, my other one was huge. Probably because the European ones have different keys. So if you look at these, look at the size of my shift button, and look where my finger would lay over here. So, but that's. I guess I could reconfigure my key mapping. Just stop being lazy. But that is literally like the slash button on that. I don't even know what it does. What does this button do here? Where am I? Let's see. Let's type this. Oh, so that is slash. Oh my god, you guys put your slashes in the weirdest goddamn places. Mine's over here. What is over here? So here I was trying to run. Ah! I'm getting shot at in Tarkov, and I'm trying to run, and I'm like hitting the slash button. My character's like ducking up and down and moving about like it's a new player. I'm like, run, you bitch! Anyways, interesting song. Anyways, Nicole. So if you don't know Nicole, she's the one that was all like, where's her Netflix? I actually believe the Earth is flat. Blah, 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 blah. She was all shocked and butthurt, and I mean that loosely, Netflix. Come on. That they were able to 8 years ago. Wow. She's been posting for an ass long time. Interesting. I'll look at that stuff later. Where the hell is it? Maybe she removed it. 2 years ago, 11 months ago, 1 year ago. See, she posted on here last year when she was in the Netflix documentary, and she was really surprised that they were allowed to use her likeness and all that stuff. Or was that not last year? That was the year before, wasn't it? 2 years ago. What the hell am I thinking about? Where is it then? Year noon is someday. Oh, that's too far. That's too far. That's 3 years. We gotta go 2 years. So right in here. Was it this one?
Mathematicians, these astrophysicists, people who are looked up highly.
Kill the music.
We
9 whole people in here. You guys are the devoteds.
We don't exactly understand ourselves because these people have to go to a lot of schooling, and unfortunately,
Wouldn't see so bad without sugar.
Stuck in their ways.
Keyboard actually did pretty good at splash resistant. The keys were still tight. There was one that was sticky. The next day, my buttons on my keys for my car were a little bit roughed up. But we managed.
Unfortunately, we are just now realizing.
Okay, so I think she actually removed that video where she was upset about Netflix using her. Yeah, honestly, I think she did. Because look at then 1 year ago, all of a sudden it's like a jump. Yeah, interesting. Anyways, this is what we're here for. Thoughts on simulation lately. So I've got it here. This is hilarious, by the way. This is absolutely golden. I'm so sad there's only like 19, 20 people in here. It says 14. It's jumping all over. What the hell's going on here? Stream health. Viewer activity. Man, that was a big drop. 18 to 9. Boy, howdy. Boy, howdy. Okay, so thoughts on simulation. We're going to start that. I am... looking for somebody here. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-dum dum dum. Oh, did you guys hear? Coincidentally, did you guys hear about the whole Kyle? Oh, drunken bullet. I saw that. Sorry, I just see the ad up there. It caught my attention. That's what Beaver gets for showing off. Exactly. Hey, so did you hear that Kyle was forging a lot of the information, and that he's like his lawyer has like withdrawn from the case and stuff? Interesting stuff. It's almost like he was guilty, or at least guilty of some things. I mean, who knows, right? That's about as much as I'm gonna say on that. But it is interesting, isn't it? Dum 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 dum. Sorry, I'm just looking for something here. Who's out there right now, for the love of God? Terry? Hey, Terry, you want to come on? Terry. Hey, Terry. Hey, yoo-hoo, Terry. Ooh, Terry. Hey, Terry. All right, well, let's get started on her. So she has been questioning the flat Earth as of late, only because she knows nurses. Why is my live chat frozen, or is it just nobody's talking? Yeah, nobody's talking. Look at that. Well, there you go. Anyways, moving forward. Yeah, she has been a little bit disheartened by flat Earth because of this, the sickness. And oh yeah, you know what? Okay, hold on. I gotta set something up in the background while she talks.
Hi everyone, I'm back again as promised. Another video this week. I really realized that I don't know how to do this anymore. I don't really know how to make a plan for a video. All I do, I don't really want to. I just kind of want to share my thoughts with you guys on what's happening, and I feel like
I have to fix this. Kind of YouTube messed everything up. Or
the worst place to do that now.
OBS.
Like I feel like I can't even talk about the sickness. We'll just call it that, because I don't think you could call it anything. Otherwise, they'll like flag your video or something, shadow banned, whatever you call it. I don't know. I'm just gonna call it the sickness, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, since I made the last video, looks like Trump now has this so-called sickness, and so does the First Lady. And I feel like
she's making me.
Even the people who aren't into conspiracies,
say it again, girl,
they are thinking right now that Trump is lying about having this. They think, oh, like, he's using
Peeper's lost his mind, eh? Yeah, maybe.
Distraction. He's trying to get all the media attention on him right before the election instead of Biden.
Okay, but she gets off of... Wait, is this not the right one? Yeah, she talks about this right here. This is it.
And then other people are saying, oh, you know, he's going to say he has the cure.
She gets off politics.
It's hydroxychloroquine, or...
Oh, fuck.
He's going to take the vaccine and use it as some kind of cure announcement. I don't know. I really feel like lately I've just been watching.
Hey, Anna, what are you doing right now?
And seeing it as it's like a
oh, yeah,
TV
you don't even
show.
have, like, Discord or anything, do you?
But it's, like, so hilarious. I watched the debate a couple days ago, and I don't think I've laughed so hard at anything.
Get off the politics.
What will happen tomorrow? Neither do you.
Come on.
People are probably going to wonder if I think it's real.
Did she say the sickness? Oh, please tell me.
A long time. It seems like the sickness.
Oh, what happened to my window?
People are probably going to wonder if I think it's real. And my first thoughts on it was I was really looking at it when it first came to China, before it even was mentioned in the media that
I'm really sad that my tablet isn't starting. Come to life, girl. Come on, girl. Come back to me. Come on, mama. Mama won't wake up. Come on, mama. Mama. Sorry, that was my Gilbert grape. Don't mind me.
I'm here. I was just hearing about this.
Wait. I don't know. Sorry, Anna. I have a lot going on. Well, then, would you like to come on, Anna? Huh, punk? You want to come on? Huh? Vaccines, what are we talking about here? Victoria Westman dexamethasone has been used in the UK for months. Dexamethasone? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? He's guilty of the plan a video, just stream of unconsciousness. Flat earthers don't plan videos, it's just a stream of unconsciousness. That's funny. You wanna come on? It's okay if you're as high as FNANA. I'm not high enough. Man, you want to know somebody who's high as F? Here. Fuck, since you mentioned it, here, let's just jump in with something a little bit more light.
That's a video we should make.
I don't know, cause like on the out, like they've gotten like far enough where they can see damn near a whole side. So like people, like astronauts. I don't know if there's any pictures. I'm sure there's pictures.
But that goes back to the.
But at the end of the day, it could all be like it could just be mind
fakes.
tricks.
Yeah, mind tricks.
Like, it could just be like some real artistic shit that just looks some type of way.
You know what I believe? I believe that the world is like a big ass. I believe it's a big ass circle. I believe it's a circle, but I believe that like the middle of the earth is like center. Like you can go inside the earth. Like literally, like the globe is literally the earth. Like they show you in real life like how they make the inside, because they don't have to make the inside hollow. But in most
this is the greatest. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I sat back and listened to this crap, and it was some of the best content I've ever seen in my life. Just listening to them, just spin tires. Hey, how's it going, Factard? Good to see you, buddy. Heat Shield, good to see you in here. Sorry to hear about your buddy there. I saw your conversation. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, Ben D, now that we're all sharing stories, I'm pretty baked too. Good job, buddy. Good job. Heat Shield, I'm off tomorrow, so woohoo, he says. What else we got here? Hold on, wait up. I think that's about the right level. You guys tell me. Who else we got up there? Is anybody new? Anybody new? Anybody new? Oh, hey, we got a new member the other day, everybody. Unless he like flinched, or no, a new Patreon. Jeff Fedovich pledged $5. So thank you very much, Jeff Fedovich, for pledging $5. And actually, you can see him right here. Jeff Fedovich. This word is brought to you by Wordbird. Does anybody remember Wordbird, by the way? You guys remember Wordbird, right? Come on, Wordbird. Fred Penner be like, oh, I think that was Wordbird. What do you think we go take a look at what Wordbird had to say? And he'd be like, ah, this little bird up in a tree some guy was probably operating. And be like, oh, today's word is hippopotamus. And then you got to insert Rub Snyder. I heap up eponymous. I hip hop anonymous. That's I think what he says. It's so funny. So this fool is crazy AF. Oh, I don't know. He's probably just musing with his buddy, but his ceiling is very nicely painted. If you don't like, I mean, like, it's just, like, let's just admire this. Like this paint job right here. This is the shit, you know. Like he's clearly into the psychedelics. allegedly into it. Allegedly. We can't make these kinds of claims, okay, people. We can't make these kinds of claims. This fool's crazy. Thank you, B. Heat Shield. Yeah, no, it's all good, buddy. Hey, you know, sometimes we all get stuck. It's things like that that honestly help remind some of us that there's bigger problems in life than some of the things that we deal with on a day-to-day. I'm sure that everybody out there can look at something they've been frustrated about in the last week and think about how pedestrian of a problem that really is in their lives. Now, there's other people out there that might have some real issues. Now, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the ones who, you know, when you get frustrated about that, like this tablet, like, yeah, like it pisses me off this tablet isn't running right now. Now, it may come back to life. This is kind of what it did the first time, so we'll just give it a day to charge. But, I mean, it's not worth getting too pissy about. There's bigger problems in life. It's hip hop anonymous. I know, it's one of the best things. And actually, by the way, I'm going to use that. I wrote it. Got my notes somewhere around here. That's a mess. I've got business paperwork around me and everything. All of this is my paperwork right here. You can see it. See right here. All this. I can't wait to file all this paperwork on my desk. You guys remember my Keemstar background? I really like it. I got to get working on it, okay? We're going to... There. Okay, everybody, we've got a mishmash of Hold on. Where's my fucking background here? Here we go. Oh, this is still not right. There's way too many pictures on here. Okay, apparently I haven't set any of that up at all behind me. Oh yeah, that is blank behind me. Okay, never mind. Background info beef? No, that's not the one. There we go. The one, and then we'll get the planet back going. Turn off. I gotta get, by the way, I've just gotta make a beard that I can put on at will too. So while I'm going, ladies and gentlemen, because, you know, douche canoe. Anyways, let me just slowly turn on all of my different things here. I can do this. I believe in me. I used to have a tablet. It worked really good for this, but, you know, wouldn't want to work too good. That said, okay, let's let this guy talk because it's funny shit.
Just dig a hole that goes through the top and the bottom. I feel like there's the Earth is really hollow. They say it's lava, but I feel like
hollow Earth.
There's layers.
Love
like
it.
there's a heat layer that warms the Earth, and that's the
So
lava
there's
layer.
people living underground?
Yeah, I believe there's people that live
Like
under.
aliens underground. We all think they're above us, but what if
Yeah,
they're under us?
they're under us the whole time, and that's why they're surviving all the.
Futurama has fucking aliens that live under the earth.
And they show you stuff in real life.
NA. What the hell just happened?
You know,
I mean, they show you stuff in TVs and
yeah,
movies.
Simpsons be fucking telling the future.
I believe there's people that live like they live in the earth because it's safer, because it keeps them safe from.
I mean, they edited this. They threw those things in there. NA for 666. Thank you very much. I'm wondering if my pledge thing's gonna work here. It should. Oh, my chat widget. There we go. Jesus. 666 from NA. Thank you very much. Can you get me some beaver bacon? I don't think I actually can. Might be able to get you beaver tail. I don't think I could ship it though. It's probably like something you're not allowed to ship to people. I got something you can turn on slowly. Craven, I have a price. Don't worry. We can talk. I've been low on money for a while now, so I'm getting more and more desperate. Just so you know, I'm just saying, desperation. You get a guy that's on the ropes, boy, and he'll do some shit for money. So just keep that in mind. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm ridiculous. I laugh at myself constantly. I am like this on a regular basis. This is not a persona. This is it's all me, baby. It's all me. Yeah, he's baked. What's this guy smoking? A lot of cannabis. Good cannabis. Good cannabis. That's what he's smoking. I really want to try this button here tonight. Where is it here? Insert ad. I just really want to try that button. I have to go pee in a minute. Like in a couple minutes. And what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to try that button. I'll set it to be right back. Put on the insert ad thing. And then I'll do that at the same time and we'll see what it does. Because I've never tried this button. I don't want to subject people to ad necessarily, but I do think it'd be interesting to try to see what this button results in. And then you guys can tell me if you got an ad or not. Because I've heard that some people say they don't get ads when this button's pushed, which is interesting. Because then why the hell have this button? But I'm probably demonetized already on this stream, so that would make sense on why it wouldn't give an ad. That said, I'm talking about nothing. Yeah.
From asteroids attacks, and they moved down there a long time ago. That's why you see all these, not social, you know what I'm saying? Like civilizations, like old as fuck, but like you can tell that they were very advanced. I feel like they just moved underground on some stuff. And I feel like there's a whole nother atmosphere underground, because you gotta understand, if there's water underground, then there's gonna be clouds on the ground, because heat, water rises.
Wow!
Big as the world is, there's enough space
The
to be
fuck?
a whole nother ecosystem inside the world.
God damn it! Just like a clip show of demonetization. The next shots was people shooting fucking needles.
From the sun.
Jesus.
I feel like they got another light.
I thought this was a wholesome ad I found. What the fuck?
Their light source from. And I feel like low key.
Jesus Christ. I know you're watching nothing right now because I'm trying to find
like
myself.
Low key. Oh, you know the north lights?
These guys are just cooked. Oh my god.
The Northern Lights?
Yeah, the Northern Lights. I feel like low key that might be their light system.
And another thing is, something's going on with Alaska, because you can't just be in Alaska.
Yeah, you can't fly over. You can't fly. You can't fly in neither pole.
And the what's that ocean, like the triangle?
This is amazing. Gets it wrong twice.
Triangle?
The middle circle.
Whatever.
I mean the middle triangle.
Yeah, whatever from the movies.
Yeah.
Amelia Earhart, that shit.
The middle triangle.
I feel like they doing some weird shit over there.
Yeah, I feel like it's low key, like that's where their water system goes, and it sucks it all down there. Think about it. It sucks the water down there, and it's just like flowing. And that's why when people go missing, they're not going missing. They're just getting sucked down to the bottom, the center of the earth, and they can't get out, so they're just trapped down there.
Hey man, YouTube's the one that had that ad on there.
Ooh, bro, because if the earth was really...
Maybe they can get out, but they like, our government's communicating with their government, and they're like...
Hell yeah.
It's like a fine line here on whether or not they're serious.
From down there?
Boy. Bro, and what if like... Bro, what if they live longer than we do? I feel like low-key like Vikings and giants and all that shit. I feel like, because you know back in the day you used to be giants, like,
and back in the day people used to live a lot longer, like
the person who lived longer than any other person was Medusa.
Like before Christ.
Yeah, and the person who lived longer than any other person was Medusa, and he lived 969 years. And that's the person who lived longer than any other person in the world.
Medusa wasn't even a man, was it?
I used to go to JBQ, and that's where I learned that from. But yeah, people, they used to live like hundreds of years, like, and they used to be big as fuck, way more healthier, because they had, bro, what the inside of Earth, bro? It was like how the Earth would have been if it was never messed with.
Where in the world would a person even get this kind of information? By the way, what all's going on out there right now? Is it sit down with the bunkers? Is that what's going on right now? Is that where everybody is? I'm curious. 54 watching. You sons of bitches. Who the hell is this guy on there that they have? Why is he so popular? I'm just joking. Congratulations to them. Clive Wells. That's it. I'm going to come hunt every one of you just like the last stream. I'm going to fucking write your names down. I see all of you.
Like dinosaurs, flying dinosaurs.
You used to have a tablet, god damn it.
Like, you know, in Jurassic World?
Yeah.
Like how when they finally get to the place, after they drowned, and go to the place, what if, like, they went to they went through the storm, like, through the triangle thing or whatever, I think, or some shit like that. What if that's real?
Bro, I feel like it is.
Something like that. It looks like that.
They show us that stuff.
The elephants were little, and, like, the bees were humongous.
Oh, 25. NA, you didn't. I appreciate it, buddy. That's amazing.
What if all the flying animals were?
I don't know why I didn't show it here, mind you. I didn't come over fast enough, maybe. NA pledged just now pledged $25 on Patreon, as well as the $666 donation, which is, by the way, that is a very decent pledge, sir. Thank you very much. That's it's really crazy, sir. I really appreciate it. You have no idea. Write my name down. It's Heat. It's Heat. Write my name down. It's Heat. That's funny.
As fuck. Like, birds were big as fuck, but like the mammals like this was like, they probably had.
And they just shrunk our dinosaurs.
Bro, they probably had different animals down there. Like, wait, I don't think they got the same type of animals. I really don't.
They got some exotic shit.
They got some exotic, and bro, they probably got weed.
I don't know.
They got weed down there.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's the important thing, right? They got the cannabis,
it's a
right?
Weed down there. They probably got some ganja gun.
Oh, the presidential debate was on.
Boy.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be something people are gonna be watching. Don't get me wrong. I'm just teasing, by the way. Honestly, I think it's great that they've got 58 people watching them. It's more of a joke. We're gonna go back to Nicole Cote in a second. I actually am realizing that I could probably take this tablet up and plug it into a different charger upstairs that has a bit higher voltage output, fast charger, so it'll put out a bit more. Although I guess things have to be fast charge capable. I don't even know. Anyways, yeah, it's really chafing my ass while it's not working. I'm like, that's like an OCD thing for me. Now it's bugging me. Like, all I'm thinking is, like, is it ever gonna turn back on now? Because of course it was the handiest thing ever. Once I had it, I was so happy with it. But you know, here we are. Life. I have another tablet. I could always just usurp it from my child when I'm doing streams or something like that. I'm sure I could figure it out. Anyways, I am altering the window that you guys are looking at. All right, good stuff, Scotty. Okay, well, let's let her talk about Okay, so we're gonna get to the nitty gritty. We actually got the most people watching that we've had watching in the night so far. So now's the time. Okay, so thank you again, NA and NA. I really appreciate it, buddy. Let's let her say stupid things.
This on Twitter and watching these videos of people like collapsing in the street and like seizing on the floor, and it was just horrible. And I was hearing stories of people in China being, you know, so many people being sick that they actually had to put the sick people who weren't dead yet in body bags and dispose of them before they were dying. And I feel like when it came to the United States, I was expecting that. I was expecting fully people to collapse.
By the way, I agree. NA. I smoke cannabis too. Cannabis doesn't have to define your. It doesn't make you necessarily a stupid person. I will say that cannabis can dull the tip of your knife a little bit while you're high, but honestly, I'm more inquisitive when I've been consuming cannabis than when I'm not, and I like tinkering. I like building things. I like messing around with complicated games and stuff like that and everything. And that is not the telltale sign of a dope of like a dummy. I have seen people though where they were smart individuals and cannabis left them demolished. So I do think there's, just like alcohol, I think there's personality types. Maybe some personality types are more suited to it and less suited to it. So there is that. I personally am not a big alcohol fan. I drink this much alcohol. Like it's so, we all got our poison, right?
I expected something. I would see something. I would see at least videos online of people becoming severely ill in public or something of that matter, but I didn't see that for the United States, at least, which is a little weird. And I feel like the hospitals here, well, I don't feel like it. I know from personal people who I'm really close with that the hospitals, when the numbers were really high here for the sickness, the people who were coming into the hospital was
Sorry.
Just unable to help, just too many people to help. And I know that this isn't a lie. I feel like it's really controversial and everyone
fucking craven
is gonna want to unfollow me now for even saying this as someone who is kind of like a truther, conspiracy.
I don't know why that has been doing that lately.
Crazy person. I feel like I'm gonna be considered crazy for saying that the sickness is real. I just don't think it's what we're being told. And I don't know if the same thing that happened in China is what's happening here. No one knows. It's like really hard to say when we're in the middle of it. It's happening in the now, and you can only just observe it as we go.
Interesting. So Mrs. Cote here, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Nicole Cote. That's a French E, so I don't know what the hell to make of that. She has so she's having troubles with this right now, by the way. She's having troubles with the fact that there is a clear virus going on because she knows people in the healthcare industry. Now, she was expecting to see people falling down. She was expecting to see the kind of stuff that we kind of have been trying to avoid. And if you want to see examples of that, there's easily clear examples of it in places like Spain, where you get images like this. You end up with
pressure is relentless.
You end up with just hallways with, like, that's people trying to get through, like, the best is the right at the beginning, not this part. I don't want to see that. It's the people laying on the floor. Right here. Check this picture out. Look at that picture. Now, what do you see here? You got people on oxygen tanks. Trying to breathe, laying in the hallway. Here's a pillow. So, like, Miss Boring? Yeah, she's boring as shit. But yeah, so that's what, if you, so like the thing that's stupid is that, like, you know, they wanted examples of this, they could have just looked for them. They exist. Promise me you will. What are we talking about? Oh, never learn to stream. Promise me you'll never learn to stream. I don't know what we're talking about. Promise me one day you'll learn to stream, Ben D. Aw, I'm sorry, Ben D. How am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong, Ben? I love you, buddy. Hey, I see you around a lot, Ben D. I like you. Aw, I'm so sad now. It's okay. I know you're just teasing. Skydiver Tanner, bah, I'm late to the show. Well, I'm not done yet. I'm making a fool of myself for at least another hour, probably. I mean, or, yeah, about an hour. Apparently, it dropped to nothing a second ago. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong part of my analytics. Interesting. Anyways, oh shit, you guys aren't even looking at me. Oh my god, he's right. Ben's right. I'm a terrible streamer. Controversial. I know you guys actually want to see my pretty face, and that's what you tuned in for, so here it is. I just wanted to occupy Mars. That's right. I'm late to the show. Floor Gang. Floor Gang, is that like Hodel Gang? Floor Gang. Is that like Hodel Gang? Hodel Gang, Hodel Gang? Right? You guys don't know. If you're John Oliver watchers, you may know what I'm talking about. One day. I promise you, Ben. Ben, I promise. Ben, I promise you one day I'll learn to stream. I sent out invites to people, but nobody got back to me. I asked Terry if he wanted to come on. I asked NANA. I asked Radical. Nobody goddamn well likes the Beaver, and that's fine. I've heard that about you guys. I've heard that about all of you. You know that? I've heard that about all of you. I don't know. Some of you guys might be women, at which point, I guess, you know, hats off. It's just talking now. Take it away more, Michelle. Nicole? Yeah, that's her name.
An open mind.
Yeah, women love it when you get your name wrong. That's what they live for.
A lot of being like, it's, you know, completely manufactured, man-made sickness, where that's even more scary, I feel like, than if it was just a regular sickness. I have a lot of issues with, like, the health field in general and taking injections. I don't know. The last time I took one was for the HPV jab, and it's supposed to come in 3 different...
Whoa. Flat earther, conspiracy theorist, got a vaccination. What in the world is happening here?
You're supposed to get it multiple times, and I only got the first one because when I got it, I think I was like 16 or 17, I don't know, but I got so sick, and my arm, I could not move. I think it was my left arm, thankfully. I'm right-handed, but I couldn't move my arm for like over 24 hours. It was just dead.
Oh, fucking people. This is the fucking kind of stupidity we're fighting against, people. So what she's saying, so everybody gets this straight, okay? What she's saying is that she had what is not an uncommon reaction to vaccinations, where you feel a little bit sick for maybe a day. I don't typically, but some people do. And they hit a muscle when they gave her the shot, so her arm was fucking sore. Oh, that's it. So I won't finish getting the other vaccinations that actually make it actually work. So, congratulations, Nicole. That was pointless. I mean, it was pointless because you didn't get the other shots. But that's great. Isn't that great? That's funny to me. Just...
arm.
Anyways,
I had a high fever, and I just never felt so sick
what's a high fever to you? I want to know what a high fever is to her.
in my life. And that was the last time I was forcefully injected.
Forcefully?
That's about all I could say on the matter.
I guess her parents signed the permission slip? Nah, that's must of it. Okay, Brandy, it's okay.
You pretty much know I'm probably not going to get jabbed with the upcoming injection that
Perfect
they're
pause. Look at the eyes. Keith
I
Newton.
don't see
She's full
a
of
way
shit. Get Trevor
that
Heath.
a lot of people will accept.
Trevor Heath, she's full of shit. Mike M, it's okay, Brandy. It's okay. I would totally camp with Nicole. I mean, what are we talking about here? Rageacal. Hey, say it right, eh? Rageacal. He's from he's Danish, you know, right? What is it? Another hour to a stone person is equals 6 to 10 hours. It can. You shut your mouth when I'm camping with you, Heat Shield. Oh, don't worry. He'll shut his mouth all right, Heat Shield. All over that. Is she topless? What are we talking about now? Oh, that's a good point. Holy shit. I doubt it. But I also never noticed that until you said that, Craven. Her outfit must pop up at some point. Let's see. Huh. I mean, it's entirely possible she is topless. I'm gonna say she's not, but there's now no evidence that she isn't. So just like Craven. She lifts her arm somewhere around here.
Thankfully, I'm right-handed, but I couldn't move my arm for like.
You know what? She might be topless.
And taking injections.
No. There's a spaghetti string right there. There it is. I spotted it. Where is it?
Sickness. I have a lot of issues with like sickness, or it's
there. It was right there.
Completely the health field in general, and taking injections.
There it is, right there. There it is, right there. But it almost looked like it, honestly. And there's even like you could see under her arm, and there didn't seem to be anything down here either. So I was like trying to look for like a halter top, or I don't know what women's outfits are called. So I mean that's probably the wrong goddamn word, but here you are. Yeah.
I don't know. The last time I took one was for the HPV.
Do you guys realize? Listen to this. Do you guys realize? Okay, we have been streaming for. Oh my god! I just minimized every single window. I hate it when that happens. Okay, let me just press open on all of these windows independently now. Closes everything. We have been streaming for an hour, and I haven't roboted once. I know, right? I know. I am curious, though. I don't know. Apparently it's working so far. Because I don't trust it. So many tabs. So many goddamn tabs. It's true. It's true. Yeah, that one's unfortunate. Hey, did anybody ever get back to me? No, nobody wants to hang out with the beaver tonight. Nobody wants to get the beaver action. I see how it is. I see how it is, you animals. Yes, I have a little bit more to show you guys. I really wanted to kind of just hang out with you guys. Oh yeah, that's what I got. I'll bring up what I've worked on here. Tell you what, I have to go for a pee. I'm gonna try hitting this. Hey Terry, you want to come on in a minute? Hey Jessica G. Hey there, Brainy Horseshoe. Hey, how you doing? You have cursed us now, Keith Newton says. Woohoo, Brainy Beaver. Hi, Factard. Mike and many tabs. Hey Terry, if you want to come on, buddy, you should come and talk to me. You should send me a message in Discord. What's up, guys? Alien X Gaming, how's it going? Did Sit Down with Debunkers come to an end? Is that what's happened here? Did they finally close out and I'm getting all the stragglers over to the party, if you will? No, they're still going. Well, man, they do good. Good for them. Okay, so anybody who just showed up, we are going to take a 5-minute break while I go to the bathroom. I am going to put it over to the transition window where music will play, like this music, and we're going to come right back. But I'm also going to hit this display ad button, and I don't know what the fuck it does. So I want to see what it does. I'm going to ask you guys what it did as soon as I come back, and if it plays if it does something unusual, I apologize in advance. But I've never done it. There's a button here, and I really... Why give me a button if I never get to touch this thing? I mean, it's like giving a child something and saying, don't open this. This button right here has a $sign on it, and I'm just really curious as to what it does. How far into the stream are we? 1 hour and 3 minutes, so I can find that later, too. Maybe I can watch an ad on my own video and see how cool it is. I'm like a child at heart. You guys realize that, right? Okay, we're gonna do this. This is really good music, by the way. Do you like it? I know, right? Wow, I can save you from this. Where are we? It's all really good, I know. Okay, we're gonna try this. Okay, everybody, we're gonna try this. This is a new thing. We're going to try it. I will be back in 5 minutes. I gotta go pee, and I'm probably just gonna grab some water, and I'll be right back. Okay, so bear with me. I think you guys can still hear me. Yes, you can. All right. Oh, you can't hear the music. Okay. Is there a be right back thing? Do I have one? I do not. I think I could bring up an image of it. Be right back. Oh, there we go. Be right back. That's a little big. Do it like that. Okay, be right back. I'm gonna press this button and see what happens. Okay, we'll be right back. I don't know. Did anybody see an ad? There's the ad. I'm here now. Did you guys get an ad in the end then? Mute, Brainy, mute. Mute what? Check, check. No, I'm still here. So did you get an ad? I'm here now, Hansel. Great show. Good night, everybody. Stringer News, thanks for coming, buddy. I really appreciate it. Bear with me. Not today. That's funny. Jinzu. Zoo. Butchering your name? You could have just Riley'd it and kept the stream running. No ads. Heat Shield, if you've got a premium account, which maybe you do, I don't know, then you won't get an ad, obviously. If anybody's got a premium, won't have ads. So that's why you've got to have like a... Some people are like, I put it to ads to run an ad, and it never ran an ad. And they're like, oh, you have to have like a ad screen, because otherwise it won't always, right? Yeah, YouTube Premium, what ads exactly? I have to do YouTube Premium because I want content creators to get paid, but I don't want to see 1 million ads in a day. So I do YouTube Premium. But it ends up getting written off as part of the expense of Brainy Beaver, essentially. So, I mean, I kind of technically get it for free, but not really. You still got to pay for it, but you know how that works in business. Nicole, keep talking, baby.
Jab, and it's supposed to come in 3 different times. You're supposed to get it multiple times, and I only got the first one because
team. I'm a human acting like a beaver, sometimes, but it depends.
When I got it, I think I was like.
Although I guess in retrospect, I don't find myself gnawing on wood very much. That's Craven's department.
16 or 17, I don't know, but I got so sick, and my
have
arm,
some bacon money,
could not
Beaver.
move.
Oh my goodness,
My
Bella,
left
thank you very
arm,
much.
Thankfully, I'm right-handed, but I couldn't move my arm for like over 24 hours. It was just dead arm.
There it is.
And I had a high
There it is.
fever, and I just never felt so
Thank you
sick.
very much, Bella. I appreciate it, buddy. I really appreciate it.
And that was the last time I was forcibly.
So team. So what I'll show you right here. What she says is that she says that she
before they were dying.
She was expecting to see people falling all over. Yeah, she's the most apathetic person in flat Earth. She was expecting to see people falling over the streets and stuff, and she didn't see it. But then she knows somebody in healthcare.
I feel like when it came to the United States, I would see at least videos online of people becoming severely ill in public or...
Team, I left my Franken deck unplugged too long, and now it won't turn on again. So I gotta, like, leave it plugged in for, like, a fucking day because the battery doesn't like life anymore. Because this thing is, like, a decade older or older. It's like one of the oldest tablets you can buy with Android.
Something of that matter, but I didn't see that.
I'm super serial, too. I'm so sad about it.
Which is a little weird. And I feel like the hospitals here, well, I don't feel like it. I know from personal people who I'm really close with that the hospitals, when it got...
I think it was him, team. I think it was him. Honest to God. I swear to God that was him. It was the way... you think you kicked out a door? Like, I don't know. It's just... The way he parsed his words, I still think it's him. Meanwhile, the channel disappears afterwards. He deletes it, and then not only that, he said in the comments when you said, I think it's him. I think it's Nathan. Blah blah blah. And I don't know if you saw it, but he said it was Robert something or other, right? I saw in the comments. He's like, I'm really offended by that. Nathan Thompson is somebody I really look up to, you know. Like, which is such a fucking Nathan Thompson thing to say. Honestly, it was either that or he was straight up Poe. But honestly, I heard the same kind of voice parsing and the same kind of like speech pattern and yeah, it didn't sound like him necessarily, but the pattern was the same. I posted a time on the comments. Yeah, is that where he's the Poe? Yeah, this is where his voice broke or something, and it didn't quite hold it down. Either way, I think it was him. I was on board. 100% Nathan Thompson. Yeah, and he legit started. Yeah, it was just the way he. No, 100%, 100%. In fact, where. This is really interesting. I don't understand why it's even. Kyle goes to Mexico. Well, anyways, that's that fucking bullshit. All that fun is still going. Hey, if anybody heard, Kyle was forging documents. Team, did you hear? Yeah, I know, right? I got a 50-foot pole. I'm holding it out. I'm just standing back and just poking at things from the end of it. What the fuck was I about to look up, everybody? What was I reading? Apocalypse Zombies? Dead Stalker appears. The Poe, 100%. Oh, yeah, that's right. Dumbass. Was it on Science or Satire, or was it on Team Skeptic? Is it okay? So you said you posted a timestamp in the commentos. Who was it that posted the timestamp? Where's the fucking where is it? Who posted a timestamp? I posted a timestamp. Which guy are we talking about? Somebody said they posted a timestamp. There we go. Mike M. Oh. Well, your timestamp didn't show up on that one. Oh, there it is.
Well, another good piece of evidence we should not trust NASA is that one time Nathan Thompson got kicked out of Starbucks. It was because of facts like that. He was calling that NASA a liar.
Nathan Thompson got kicked out of Starbucks because he was harassing other customers.
Nathan Thompson got kicked out of Starbucks because Nathan Thompson got kicked out of Starbucks because his penis wasn't big enough to meet the minimum requirements. They made him wait outside, not to embarrass. It's a tiny thing. It's tiny. It's tiny. Yeah. It has everything to do with it.
There was a NASA employee. Shut up. There was a NASA employee.
Didn't have to.
In Starbucks, right? Getting his coffee.
I think this is the point where he's trying to egg him on now, I think.
And Nathan decided to harass him constantly after he was asked to leave him alone. The then people working in the store said, "No, you are harassing this gentleman. Please leave the store." That's nothing to do with NASA, you absolute dipshit.
Or maybe it's because they want to hide the truth.
What, Starbucks wanted to hide the truth?
Yes.
Wait.
Or maybe it's that long ass fucking maybe he puts down that gets it for me. Let's see if I can let's see if we can somebody got like a good link to a good Nathan Thompson debate.
Yeah. They teach in school it's in space. Yes. It's not true.
Windy's not gonna work out very well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me 1 second. Let me make sure I'm live. For years. Me too, Em. Welcome to the group. Welcome to the group. Eden says, yes, the Earth's flat. Jeff Hughes, I'm unsure. Welcome to the group. Everything's good, bro. Just got a haircut. I fly out to Austin, Texas tomorrow. So excited about that.
Listen to the way he lengthens things a little bit. Like, it's the way he talks. Let's just listen to Nathan for a minute, okay, everybody?
A lot of people RSVP'd for the meetup in Austin tomorrow. Probably about 15, 20 people. I got to shout out Mark and Jaron and everyone who promoted it. I really appreciate them. Rob Skiba did a post about it. A lot of influential people putting the word out for me, so. Joined 14 years ago, doesn't think the Earth's flat. Right on. Welcome to the group. Australia in the house. Welcome, Leanne. Let's try to keep that out of here, Timmy. John Moser, welcome to the group. Matthew, welcome to the group. Joe Patching.
Okay, where is? Let's jump ahead.
No.
Fuck, he does this for a half hour. What a fucking garbage set of content.
Well, the idea is if you're eating, your body is busy digesting, and so
digesting.
Well, the idea is if you're eating, your body is busy digesting, and so if you're not eating, then your body's able to focus on healing. And if you got a ton of stuff in your gut, I mean, you're not going to heal as fast as with an empty gut. Period.
Wait, are you saying Starbucks and NASA?
No, I'm just saying that.
What has Starbucks got to do with NASA?
In on it.
Starbucks is in on what? So are you telling me that minimum wage worker behind the counter at Starbucks, that barista, is in on the worldwide lie to hide the flat earth from the world?
Yes.
So every single barista that ever gets a job at Starbucks is like, you know what, guys? We need to hide the fucking shape of the earth from these people.
Yes.
You're a Poe. You aren't a real flat earther. You are a Poe.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're a Poe. 100%.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're 100% a Poe. 100%. Yeah, you are.
I'm on the wrong.
Don't bullshit me. You're 100% a Poe.
Just saying that.
What has Starbucks got to do?
It sounds like his voice changes there.
With NASA.
In on it.
Starbucks is in on what?
It is garbage content. Yeah, I know.
So are you telling me? Are you telling me?
That's it, Mike M. Get out of here, calling my garbage content. I'm kidding.
Me that minimum wage worker behind the counter at Starbucks, that barista, is in on the worldwide lie to hide the flat earth.
I'm just trying to listen to him.
Yeah.
So every single barista that ever gets a
it changes here and sounds like a bit computer.
Job at Starbucks is like, you know what, guys? We need to hide the fucking shape of the earth from these people.
Yes.
You're a Poe. You aren't a real flat earther. You are a Poe.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're a Poe. 100%.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're 100%.
That one.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're a Poe. 100%.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're 100% a Poe. 100%. Yeah, you are. Don't bullshit me. You're 100% a Poe.
Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way.
No, I don't feel that way. It's an empirical fact. You are a Poe.
And it's 6,000 years old.
Yeah, you're a Poe.
Okay, well, we're going to get on to super chats. We're going to get... Hey, Robert, if you have any evidence you'd like to present on Sunday, other than, you know...
The children when they're
at... I could be... You're a Poe, okay? When you say shit like tonight, at this point, Robert, you really do only have two options.
But I thought that if you believe in a flat earth, you're a flat earther, just like how if you believe in God, you are a theist.
No.
If you believe in God, there's if you believe in the flat earth, there's actually another word for that.
No, okay. Yeah.
Like what?
So.
Oh, that's fucking Nathan. God damn it. It's every once in a while you think, nah, that's not him. But then he says something and you're like, fuck, that's Nathan. Like, it's 100%. I can hear Nathan Thompson now. That's all I'm saying. If you play them, it's the way they talk. It's the way Nathan talks. Where the hell did he go again? Oh, I put him over here.
So, a flat earther...
30 weeks, 29 weeks, 31, 33. I gotta go through all new profiles. Doing! Yeah, time for epic change, bro. You're gonna start feeling better every day. I promise.
Is somebody who believes right now thinks the earth is... That's cool. Go ahead. Go hang out with...
Stuff like that is why that I associate myself with the flat earth. It's because that they don't call me vulgar names like you do.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm about to play you a flat earther. Where is it?
When does he get kicked? I want to know when he gets kicked. I want to hear him. Then it...
Listen, come on now. Are you kidding me?
Toilet water.
Like, you have him read a book, you know, do some math, answer questions real fast. He'll was actually. Oh, me.
Anyway, whatever. Yeah, no, it's definitely it was Nathan. Yeah, it was Nathan. Fuck. So yeah, I don't know. Terry, did you ever fucking Terry, you son of a bitch, you goddamn Terry monster! I'm gonna invite you somewhere. You're getting an invite, Terry. Terry, you got an invite. Get in here, Terry. I gotta set to voice activity. Terry! Yeah, that's working. Teru. Come on in. Thought you might want to show this on your next stream. Ooh, neat. Sure. Why not? Here we are. Boom. The Twitter. Okay, hold on. We got this.
Hey, come on.
Oh, bitch, you get fucking punched right in the teeth. Are you serious? Are you serious, woman? Would you please?
Hey, come on.
Hey, yo, chill.
She fucking deserved that to a degree, but that's unfortunately enough to demonetize this fucking stream. That's unfortunate that that's all it takes to demonetize a stream, is that, like, apparently is enough violence, but anyways. Listen, okay, anybody... Is it not showing anything? What the hell's going on here? It was showing. Ow. Oh, this isn't working very well, I'll be honest with you. What in the world is going on? I'll tell you, OBS has not been working well tonight. Terry, you coming in here? I'm gonna get off soon. If you I was hoping, you know, if you want to come in, man. You gotta get in. Gotta get in, brother. All right, let's look at the chat for a minute. Listen for the yes. Oh yeah, no, it was 100% him. It's him. I mean, he just deleted his channel right afterwards too. So the first show, sure. The second wasn't needed. Yeah, the second one was, well, that party that wants like revenge on somebody that's that big of an asshole. Kind of like wants to see that kind of shit, but then the part of you that's like, oh yeah, that could have really fucked up somebody. Like, although don't get me wrong, she could kill him by spitting on him right now, for all you know. But not to mention spitting on somebody's disgusting. So I don't know. But at the same time, yeah, that's definitely a situation that would be. The thing is, right now, you could very easily try to make the argument that you were overcome with anger based on a level of fear for your safety, or fear for your, you know, like there's almost like a temporary insanity level kind of thing that could occur right now, because, you know, you don't, who's to say that you're not more concerned than another person? I mean, clearly he's more concerned than she is, right? So the reality is that, you know, I bet you're getting off soon. Hey, that's for me to know and you to find out, okay? Okay, Craven? I get off all the time. If somebody isn't there to help me, I can help myself, okay? Not with this hand, though. This hand has a cut. The good news is I'm right-handed. This is my left hand, so we're on fire. We're on fire here. Although this hand's the one with the fucked up muscle in it, so I guess I'm screwed tonight. Haha! Hold on, you guys are gonna be here for the iodining. It's obviously not open here. Let me stretch the wound out a little so it... There's that sting you want. It's like I got stigmata. Got straight up stigmata'd. It was my screwdriver. So yeah, it's a fun one. I was hitting on something and it pushed through. Went into my hand. So that's fun. The best thing that ever happens when I had a Schrader valve that I couldn't get out of something, and so I popped the valve to push the Schrader out with the pressure. And normally you put your hand out and it just comes out and bounces and flings off somewhere, the little Schrader valve. And this time it came out, pop! And I was like, ah! Picked up my hand and looked at it, and the Schrader valve was sticking out of my palm. I'm like, pull it out of my hand. So that was a little different for me. Don't get on my shirt, Iodine. Anyways, somebody say something, goddammit. Terry! 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 Alright, Terry. I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, now it stings. Ah! Let's do it again. I'm a masochist. Holy fuck, that one's the one. Ah, it feels so painful and good. I can hear the bacteria dying. I got stick mudded. Ow. May as well start to sign off now, Beaver. He called me Bearer. I don't know who this Bearer guy is. She has other things to talk about. We'll get into that another day. Just want to hang out with you guys for a minute. How's that? How's that sound? Does that sound okay? Schrader valve injuries are no joke. Presta valve injuries aren't either. I don't know what a Presta valve injury is. What the fuck's a Presta valve? Like bike tire valve? Oh fuck, that thing come right out into your eye. Holy shoot, that'd be terrible. Schrader valves are just tiny though. Like, don't put your eye in front of it, but normally it just bounces off your palm. But, you know what? Peroxide doesn't hurt, Keith, but I'm gonna tell you a secret. Iodine is the shit. You can take this cut right here. This gash along stucco right there along my knuckle. The one in the ring. That was wide open 2 days ago, and it had been wide open for like the better part of a week with polyspore and all kinds of things. And it kept getting infected. Finally, I hit it with iodine. The next day, it had already sealed up. The day after, it was dry, and now it's just finishing healing. So, iodine's the shit. The pain's in your head. That is true. It is mind over matter. Fucked up muscle is the strangest thing anyone has called his penis. Who called it this? Oh, no, I wasn't. Fuck. Stringer News 1 says, fucked up muscle, quote unquote, is the strangest thing anyone has ever called his penis. I don't know. I think Pedro's kind of weird. I don't call mine Pedro either. It's Mr. Winky. I mean, it could be. You don't know. You don't know what I call it. Call it what I want to call it. Full screen the blood, bro. This isn't blood. This is iodine. This is my stigmata. One day it just appeared, and then I had. Anyways, full screen. Oh, I should get this off the screen. I'm really fucking pissed off about my tablet. God damn it. So annoying. Hopefully it comes back to life. Hey, maybe the charge thing's dead. You never know. I should always try plugging in the charge thing. Although, I'm sure it did this. Anyways. Skin is good for a sting. Well, I'm gonna get. I appreciate the donations from the people that donated tonight. I'm gonna go through that right now, real quick. I'm gonna have to refresh that window apparently to do that, though. Bum. So we have 666 from NANA. Can you get me some beaver bacon? And I don't believe I can. I can get you beaver pelt though, I believe. And I don't know if I can send you a beaver tail. It might not be allowed because of like meat. Have some bacon money, Beaver. Thank you very much. So NANA wants me to get Beaver bacon, and Bellatrix wants me to get bacon bacon. I shall find a way to make all things happen. Any more than that will cost you heat. Just don't try cracking open the core removal tool to pop out a Core Max core when the system's under pressure. What if that's how I got my injury, Mark? Maybe I did exactly what you fucking just said. I've learned to just let the fucking thing go. I don't care about the Schrader anymore. I just bring a new one. I just go, shoots off the roof like a bullet. You're like, bye. It wouldn't come out. I don't know what else to do. Kept on fucking around with it forever, and I couldn't get it to come out. Finally, I'm like, just pulled it out and just went like that, and just bang. It's like, yeah, there it goes. And then like 1 second later, you're like, ow. Put my hand out. It was a bigger system than I was usually working on, so I think there's a lot of push behind that. Other ones maybe don't have the smaller pipes. They can't recover the pressure when you pop the valve like that as quick. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what the deal was, but it hurt like hell. I don't know why this is even on the screen still. Cause I don't have my fucking tablet and I'm upset about it now. I'm so mad about that. You said that was the hand you had your. No. This is the one. This is the one that's hurt. I feel like I got reversed at one point because you're right. I did say something about. Well, I'm telling you that this has always been the fucked up muscle one, and this is the one that got the palm injury. Is this like Craig? Did I switch which legs got injured or something? Which he never did, by the way. It's just. You know what? I think you've got. That's right. You've got Mandela effect. I never said any of it. If I did say this hand, then I'm sorry. Cormax is those things that Carrier uses, much bigger chunk of metal. Oh, I haven't dealt with a Cormax. I mean, that might be a little different. Yeah, I'm just talking about. I don't think maybe I have a Schrader. I don't have a Schrader. Huh. Okay, let's check my messages here. So Terry's busy playing things. He never. Oh, are you in here, Terry? Fuck, you just got. Oh, you just had to start talking. I didn't hear you till now. You didn't say anything. Well, now I'll port you through so others can hear you too. Let me turn the music down so they can hear your pretty voice. How's it going, Terry?
A lot better now that since I can be back on the YouTube. I'm on parole though, you know that.
I don't know anything about your life, honestly. I didn't know that. So as long as you know you're live to people and you're telling them about your life, what were you on? What I mean, I don't know what happened at all. So
I got a couple of strikes for a couple of videos.
Oh, YouTube parole. I thought you were fucking I'm like
YouTube.
I'm like fuck. Stop taking keys out of fucking Zoom booms there, Renee or whatever. Just kidding. Yeah, that's funny. I was like, I all of a sudden you get instantly like kicked out of the Discord. Like I don't associate with criminals. Sorry.
Okay.
What did you get strikes for? It was copyright, I bet.
Yeah, the first one was back. Oh shit! I've got all the things written here. I like to be factual.
What's your praise for knocking off Streamlabs? You don't like how many messages it has? Is that what you're saying, Stringer? Or kill? Oh, I see. No. Stringer's always upset because he tries to get like 1 million points and always gets fucked in the in the bum. YouTube doesn't like that term. So, I was gonna say in the ass, but I think that's a pretty rough statement. Hey, listen, so far the AI always demonetizes my streams and the human always remonetizes them. So I gotta keep keep it that way. Go ahead, Terry. Sorry. So you got the one was copyright and the other one was what?
They both were copyright strikes, but I had the first strike back in about June, I think it was, and I thought, oh yeah, that'll expire September. And then there was another one. No, that's right. Oh, I can't remember what was going on. It's hard to get the right story here, but I got one strike, and I had 3. You had the 3-month wait for that.
Yeah.
And then in between that one, I got another one on top of that. So I ended up having to wait 6 months. And they were both for a little video that somebody admitted to playing a video on my channel when I wasn't looking. And it was just a video of some airplane radio control type thing. So that, and I contested it. I emailed them and everything, and they just said basically, "F you, that's my video. You shouldn't have played it." And the other one that came up after that was just an elephant sitting on a car, some Malaysian type person's YouTube channel, and then I got a strike for that one. So I don't know who played that one either. So I'm still investigating that video to see who played that one. So from now on, I'm more restrictive on who shares things and what they share on my live streams.
It's a little unfortunate that they would strike you, although if you play, I'm always trying to be careful, like when I play JP or I play something like that, and I'm not actually like critiquing if I'm like showing it for entertainment value kind of thing. You always got to be real careful because there's something to be said for showing a bit of the content to shout out the creator, especially if it's somebody you enjoy and you like, which is when it's shitty too. Like, which I haven't had happen, thankfully, so far yet. I'm sure the day will probably come, but you put out content on somebody that, showing like, oh, you guys should check these people out, and you show part of one of their videos and then you get struck and they don't even, because I mean, really, all it would take is an email and say, "Hey, bud, that's my content, and I would prefer it not be on there." And you could go snip it out. You could say, "Well, give me 24 hours, I'll get it out of there." Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know. That's what you'd think they'd do that. They think they'd get straight away say to you, "Look, you got a video. Please, like block it for now, and say no. We can't let this video be uploaded. Please sort it out if you want to upload the video or something." Or your rest of the video, or whatever it is. They don't even do that. They don't even give you a chance.
Well, the other thing is you got to pick your battles, because here's the thing: the content you played from, was it a company, or was it an individual?
I'd say one was more of an individual, but he did radio controlled RC something it was called.
Yeah, but how many subscribers are we talking on the channel and stuff?
Yeah, I didn't even look at that. I should have looked at that one.
I mean, because what you're going to find is that smaller subscribers are we still disliking still disliking Brainy Beaver. Yeah, we are. What I was going to say is a lot of times you'll find the smaller creators tend to be less trigger happy on things like that because, well, they're afraid of the process a bit, which I don't disagree with. It's a legal process and it's scary as F. But once you get to the point where there's like a content manager or something like that, you've lost the personability. So you got to remember that the person all of a sudden, depending on the size of the channel, the person looking at the thing on the YouTube channel, like on the account, and like assessing strikes and stuff like that, they're not the original content creator necessarily anymore and stuff like that. And so you essentially have somebody who's actually not connected with like a fan base. Now the other thing is, again, there's a difference between somebody showing content and saying, "Hey, go look at this person, subscribe to them. You should go, if you want to view the rest of this video, view it on their site, on their thing," and like somebody out now just playing. That's where you got to be careful, right, Terry? Because it's like,
yeah,
even the one time, I think that before when you got your strike, just so you know, like I think the one time I tuned into your channel and you were live playing with very minimal commentary just to critique you. Just to be honest with you, you were live streaming with very minimal content, the modern day debate with Team Skeptic versus Nathan Thompson, I think. And the thing is that that Team Skeptic, is obviously, like, we're all connected to Team Skeptic, but at the same time, you got to remember that that's James's content, and if you're streaming it directly without really doing, because I mean, you guys were essentially, when I tuned in, you were essentially watching the debate on your channel, and that's kind of a huge no-no, is the thing. So like he could by rights strike you for that, and what would have happened? And he's James isn't going to, because James is an amazing person, but you know what I mean. Like James will have gotten a copyright notification in his YouTube saying that. Like, are you monetized, Terry? How many subscribers do you have?
Oh, I've only got a couple. I've only got about 400 and something.
Okay, so you're not going to be aware of this button, but when we're monetized, we actually get a button. Like, for instance, if I go into mine right now, I only have one, or I have two in there. And if I go, like, watch this. If I go, I'm going to do this. If I go in there, I can actually, there's a button here that says copyright. And I can click on it, copyright right here. I can click on it, and it literally shows me all of the different times my channel content has been played on another channel.
Wow.
Because I'm so that's all that happens. Is he gets, like, for instance, like, okay, so the first one is Schrodinger's cat. The video only got 504 views. Obviously, his videos now get a lot more than that. But it was his debate. I don't know. I think that it was me making fun of Schrodinger's. No, we did a collab on. Oh, that's what it was, on Flat Earth Fokker. But anyways, it's got 100% of their video is my video, because it was my video, and he asked if he could mirror it, and I said yeah. But then if you go down, like, all the rest are my own channel: Brainy Beaver Games, Way Off Topic Radio, Brainy Beaver Games, Brainy Beaver Games, Brainy Beaver Games, and it's all the times that I've played. Like, for instance, my outro. I use the same outro that shows my members and patrons and everything on Brainy Beaver Games. Well, guess what? Every time I outro with that, I get a little thing in my copyright on Brainy Beaver showing that part of somebody's video. Now it says 10% is like the minimum. It'll say 10% of their video is your video. Well, it's a fucking 3-hour gaming stream. That'd be bullshit. Like, there's not 30 minutes of Brainy Beaver content on there. There's 2-minute outro. But it's 10 minutes is the minimum. But if I click on it here, like, if I click on this right here, I can click on here, I'll just do Way Off Topic Radio episode 1, or no, here, play Escapes from Tarkov. Here, I'll just do Escape from Tarkov new stream outro sequence. It even titles it, I guess. Oh, it was me. Here, anyways, I'll click on it. It'll take me right to it. Watch out. So, I guess it's the beginning part, because I was using the audio, I guess? Probably.
Yeah, the audio. For the audio.
Yeah, which this is free audio, at least I believe it should be. But yeah, this was the intro, like, because this is what I was using as intro music, so it's like, this part's identical. Maybe I didn't click on it right. But either way, it takes you right to the spot. Yeah, 10% of the video. Let's see. And I could say request video removal, move to archive, contact channel. Gives me an email option. But see, I don't get a claim option, or like a copyright strike option. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, it's usually the claim that they put up just for the music, but no strike.
Well, the music is different though. See, you're thinking of two different things here.
Okay.
Okay, so there's two different things that occur here. There's auto claims and there's manual claims. What you got was a your voucher is usually 1.5 hours. What the fuck? What the hell? Back there it says. That's funny. Yeah, you're right. No, okay. So the two things that are occurring here is you end up with manual claims and automatic claims. So like removal requests. Like I don't have any removal requests, thank God. But you end up with so somebody like that, if he's an individual content creator, or even if he's a larger content creator, but he's like a private content creator, not a company, he might have a content manager, whatever. He's gonna use the interface much like us. He's gonna be just a YouTube channel, right? But he's gonna get that same notification. He might even get an email, and it tells him that content of his has been used. And so he looks at it. He gets a clip. Like if I click on this one, I'm sure. Yeah, like even this, like I posted this on. Why is it showing that though? I don't understand. Oh, look at this. Look at this. So I posted this on my own channel as an unlisted video. Here. My outro, right? Sorry, you're not seeing it, you're not hearing it, and you can't see shit.
Yeah, I'm hearing it in here in Discord, but I can't watch the YouTube because.
Oh yeah, you can't. Well, that's fine. I can actually do this in Discord. Here, watch. I can do you. I can do you in Discord. Baby.
Yeah, you can do tricks. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I can do magic tricks now. So yeah, we
do magic when we stream. Some people wondered how we do it, and they go, "Oh, it's magic."
Well, it's a lot of background setup. That's for damn straight. But hey, listen. An hour and like a half, or hour and 40 minutes, something like that. Now, no robot audio, none.
No. How'd you manage that one?
Because I was using it fucking wrong. So I had. Here, I'll grab my my potato. I think it's.
I use banana.
Well, I use potato because I needed more things. Where's my potato?
Yeah, it gives you a bit more, that one.
So if you look at my potato here, I had okay, so in order to make it so like the music and stuff plays on the Plane 9, you'll see it'll show up. I've got A4 selected, and you'll see I have to bring this up so I can actually put my mouse on it for you guys. You'll see A4 is selected here, and that's to send it to, well, that says out to OBS, but it's not anymore. It's to Plane 9. So like, you'll see it shows up in there. And so what I have is I have Plane 9 in the background listening to that source. And that's what does the audio visualizations for the like transition corner and stuff. Like if you do this one, for instance.
Dynamite drop.
So that's why it dances to the music, right? And again, the plan, I don't know if you noticed the plan, it'll do the same thing. See, like, and look at the lights in the.
Yeah, I was looking at the light.
So yeah, so that's how I do that. And then. So the problem occurs, where the problem starts to occur is that this one was to Plane 9 and this one was out to OBS, and I was having out to OBS, I was having OBS listen to one of the cables, but the problem was that starts putting these through MME, I think is what the problem was. Either way, I was having a problem once I started processing through these cables. It would cause a breakdown sometimes and I was also doing 24-bit streaming. I've switched to 16 for the audio because it's a lot of extra data and you don't get a lot of audio gain out of it. So there's also less load on probably the drivers now a little bit. But one of the biggest thing is like all that goes through these cables, these virtual cables now, is that virtualizer. But the rest of you, like the stream now listens to. Where is it here? Oh,
where am I coming through? I'm just looking on it now to the meter. Am I coming through your microphone or?
Yeah, but can you hear me right now? You must be set to B1.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so you're set to B. Then I've got Discord set to B1. So B1, my mic's going to B1, but so's OBS is taking everything from B1. So anything that's touching B1 is going out to OBS. You're coming in on Meets Chrome right here.
Okay.
See?
Okay.
That's why, and the nice thing is I can turn you up like individually, like see?
Oh, okay.
Because I've got you coming in.
That means I don't have to shout.
Yeah, well, if you're coming in low, I don't have to ask you to turn yourself up. I can just bring you up, or I can bring you down.
Yeah.
So now if there's two people in the meeting, it starts getting convoluted. But the other thing is I could actually bring in, for instance, I could bring you in on Discord now, and I could bring in Vlad, let's say, on Meets and put him over here. Or over here or something like that, and then if I wanted to, I could actually make it so he's muted to the stream, but you know what I mean. But you wouldn't be able to hear him. I'd be able to hear him, but nobody else would be able to hear him. But I could also isolate him and make him so he's basically listening to like B3, or he's talking out to B3 or whatever, and I could make it so that like you could hear him on B3, for instance. Anyways, it's all about pumping it around. Oops, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, the way I've got it, I can have people in my Discord while I'm in Zoom, and people can be heard going out to YouTube through Zoom, like as if they're on the panel, but they're not.
Yeah, well, that's where Zoom does a bit of the pumping over. How the fuck do I close this now? Brain Beaver Tech Hour, everybody.
Were you watching a video before, were you?
Yeah, no, I get that I don't really need voice meter to do that part. I just have it. Now it works fine. It's set up through here. Like, I'm okay with it now because I like being able to control different things separately through the voice meter. But the problem before was that I was feeding it through and it was causing a breakdown in the thing. So far we've been streaming the whole night and not had one problem, so that's pretty good.
I did get a buffering issue there a bit earlier on, but I don't know what happened there.
You're talking about on the stream, not on the audio.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I had literal audio problems. Like it was where it would robot. It would just fuck. All I have to do is go to my last stream, and I can show you an example within 10 seconds. Watch.
Tell me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm restarting the audio thing.
See, it kept breaking.
It
See?
did work. See? Here, watch. Ah. Watch. It starts. It even ruins right away. Watch. It even ruins right away because it would always be whenever I'd switch sources. So that's what made me realize. Because what would happen is Ragical and all we could hear each other fine, but it would break down on the out to the OBS. So that's when I figured out where it was going wrong.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I'm doing now, though.
I was just reading Team Skeptics.
Yeah, but that's all I'm doing now, anyways. That's all I'm doing is premixing the audio in through voice meter and pumping it into OBS. OBS just listens to B1 now. I was doing it wrong before, 100%, absolutely. Will no one take my money? Heat Shield, I'll take your money. Where do you want to put it? I'll put on a G-string. Listen, I told Craven already, shit, when guys get desperate, things start to happen.
Oh, that was such a fail. It was so bad. Just a big old black screen. How's it going, everybody? How y'all doing?
See, it just breaks right away. But this time it's working because I fixed all that, so yeah. No, it's been a good test. Tonight was a bit boring for everybody, I realize. I didn't get streaming as early as I would like to, but, you know, that's life. I've been a little bit busy.
It's only 3 o'clock here.
Well, you live in a different world, sir. I have a keyboard that's probably familiar to you, though. Like this, it's got Great Britain symbols on it and shit. Things are in the wrong places. Hey, team, did you... Listen, Pick a Pup, for the people that didn't know, this was a donation from Pick a Pup. Pick a Pup? I think Pick a Pup. To the channel.
I don't know if we get them over here. Probably do.
And it's got Great Britain pounds and euros and shit on it. And so I've got buttons.
No good to me.
So they do what my buttons should do, but they're in different locations slightly. But there is a couple, like, one of my slashes is on the other side of the entire keyboard. So, like, there's a little bit of... It's been a little bit of learning here. And then, like you're playing... Like, I've had that on the keyboard for literally 12 or 13 years, I bet. And I'm now playing on a completely different keyboard that I haven't played games on ever in the last decade. Like, I've always had the same... Because let's face it, you typically just have your computer, and that's your keyboard. So, like, my hands have always been going on the same keys, and now my keys are all kind of just slightly shifted a little. And I told them earlier, I was trying to play Tarkov last night with Uni. It was like, I was getting shot at by a rocket. I was trying to run, and I was like, fucking like diving into the grass and shit. I'm like, get up, you son of a bitch, and run! Like, because shift is the run button, and I wasn't hitting it. Pika gave that to you because it was infected with the Rona. Pika gave it to me out of pity because she knows, because apparently I press play here. because Pika knows that I am poor.
I've been playing those role-playing games in GTA 5.
Role-playing games in GTA 5.
Yeah, they're on through 5M.
I don't know what you're talking about at all.
Yeah, there's role play. You can play you can play a certain role in GTA 5, and it's through 5M, and there's different servers that supply it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Buffering. Somebody said buffering.
Buffering?
Apparently.
I don't know. I haven't got your window open.
Well, my internet must have been playing games for a second, maybe. I'll put some load on your driver.
Yeah, it's buffering a little bit of buff, but not much.
Bring the audio into. He says here. Oh, I'm sorry. My one chat's way. Oh, you know what? This whole chat restarted just now. Interesting. Yeah, it's like YouTube just died for a second there. My internet, you know what? My internet, actually, I just realized my internet must have dropped it because my phone just alerted, meaning that it, like, you know, checked all my messages.
Yeah, I was just going to ask. I was just about to ask you what sort of internet you got.
So we're going to get an email from the schools tomorrow, and I have a suspicion they're about to tell us that school's about to shut down.
Oh, okay. And our
schools in Winnipeg Metro region will be operating in the restricted level orange pandemic response system, including with Metro region of the town of blah blah. Provincial COVID-19 bulletin number 229. Details of newly announced school measures for the Winnipeg Metro region. Blah, 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 all these different schools in all these towns will receive further email correspondence tomorrow. No other HSD schools are affected. Manitoba education and public health officials continue to closely. So, like, I'm essentially in the greater Winnipeg region, if you will. You know, like, there's only one city in my entire province, and I'm outside of it. So, we're basically like a bedroom community, so we're part of all the same restrictions as them. And it's, per capita, we went from one of the places, like in the summer, remember when I was bragging about how we had like 0 cases?
Yeah, don't brag about it.
Well, you see, life has a fun way of getting back to you, you know?
Yeah,
so now, now, because of the cocky attitude, I imagine, and I said to my wife too through like weeks ago, I'm like, everybody's complacent. I said, our kids are in school. I said, it's just going to come fucking ripping through society all of a sudden. And sure enough, per capita, like we've got about 100 cases a day. Which I know when you compare that to American states where they're having like, you know, thousands of cases or tens of thousands of cases in a day. Like yeah, that's a different kind of world. But American population is also a different kind of world compared to Canada. Like Texas is the population of Canada. So like, just to put it bluntly, we got a lot of land. We're all spread out pretty thin. So, you know, you go to Toronto or Ontario is getting like 400 or 500 cases, 600 cases a day. Well, okay, but the population of Ontario is like a third of the population of the entire country. You know, the population of Manitoba is like that one city plus all of the other towns combined. So it's like, for instance, Toronto, the greater Toronto area is like, if you do the Golden Horseshoe, which is an area around one of the lakes there, which is all city, it's like 8 million people. But then my entire province is 1.2. Like, you know what I mean? So, and the city I live outside of is 750,000, give or take, 700, 750, something like that. So like almost like more than a half of the entire population of this province lives in the city that's only 25 minutes away from me. So where anything's going to happen, that's where it's going to happen. So now we've gone into a state of like, everything's just, I'm back to standing in front of suppliers, like waiting, you know, like, okay, so I got to go pick up a thermostat to install or a new furnace, a part for something. And I'm back to like rolling up to the building, picking up the phone and saying, yeah, I'm here to pick up my stuff. And they're like, okay, we'll meet you at the back. And you end up standing at the back doors with your van pulled up to the garage doors, waiting for them to come out with stuff for like fucking 20 minutes, just sitting there credit card in hand, ready to pay for what you need. And you got to pick up 3 or 4 parts around the city. Start doing that a few times, and all of a sudden it just takes forever to get anything done now. Everything takes forever. But yeah, we're back into like masks on, disease coming. So what, 100 cases a day, but we've got like a fraction of the population of Ontario. So we're actually per capita one of the worst places in the country now. Whoop, whoop. So yeah.
I know Victoria's starting to release some of the relieve some of their restrictions. I don't know what. I'll have to talk to the blokes about that, but they said that they're going to open up some more shops.
Well, you guys are going into spring, are you not? Yeah, well, that's going to be your benefit. Our problem is we're about to go into winter where we all clusterfuck together in the buildings and get all cozy.
Yeah.
So the other problem is too, like these masks are great, but in the winter they're going to brick up on you real quick and they're going to freeze solid. And they'll literally be like wearing a puck on your face. A cold, unbreathable puck of frozen water. So it's not going to go well. COVID is making a huge surge all over. Well, it's what happened. Okay, so what happened the first time with the Spanish flu is it did the same thing. It came in around the same time. It wreaked its havoc, and then it subsided for the summer because most of the world is northern hemisphere. Well, central and northern, right? So then it subsided, and then what happens is we all start wearing masks and putting up walls. Okay, so what's been happening is the problem is we're at the state now where it's the slightly deadlier forms are not being successful because they're slightly less contagious typically. But what's happening is we're evolving the more contagious forms, right? And by like putting up barriers and making it so the only ones that are going to survive are the ones that are, like last longer on surfaces, float longer in the air, whatever the characteristics they have, they're the ones that are going to make it further, right? So what we're doing is we're kind of selectively by the way we do this, we have to, but we're selectively breeding out and making it so there's basically like, more contagious forms out there. So then what they do is we all cluster back inside in the fall, and it's ready for us because it's now a more contagious form, and it's getting around some of our obstacles we put up. And that's kind of what's happening. Plus there's fatigue, right? When it all started, some people bring their groceries home and they're wiping down all their groceries with swabs and all that stuff, and 8, 9, 10 months later we're sick of it, and so people are like, you're driving home picking your nose and you're like, oh yeah, fuck, well, that's too late now. Because all it takes is you're like, you're like, no, fuck, like it's too late, you're fucked, like the things are so tiny, you can't, and it's got a biological need to stick to you, so that's it, it's in there. So if you're going to get sick, you're going to get sick at that point. Alberta has 300 plus cases a day. Yeah, well, Alberta has 3 times the population that we have probably in Manitoba, but that is still about on par. Yeah, no, the West isn't good. Listen, that's cannabis related. Listen, it's all banjos here. Terry, are you still even on here? I feel like I'm talking to myself.
I was in the kitchen. I didn't want to interrupt you.
It's all good. It's all good. Fuck. It's like I could tell you weren't talking. I was like, Jesus, let's chase him off. There's zero reason to wear a mask unless you're close proximity to others. Yeah, Lord, dude, nobody here's talking about wearing a mask while you're on a brisk walk through the forest. I agree. I don't think anybody here is like.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you see me wearing a mask right now? I'm not having a mask on right now. Like it's.
Yeah, we didn't really. Around here, people wear the mask, but it's not as if it's really compulsory. Victoria did. They went full on with that. You weren't even allowed outside without one on.
No, it's a bit of both, Lord. You're right about that too, but it doesn't matter. There's actually studies to back up what I'm saying. This is what happened to swine flu, for instance. Okay, swine flu. A lot of people don't know this. Swine flu is part of the annual flus now. H1N1 had a fatality rate of like 25% And now it's part of the annual flu. People catch it every year because it became less virile, like health-wise, and became more aggressive on the contagious side so that it could exist because we were putting up walls and stopping it. So the only way a virus can exist is it has to spread. If it doesn't spread, it dies. So, for instance, COVID has already mutated, like, I think they've already registered, like, fuck, it's a ton already. It's like 50 different mutations or something. Coronavirus has mutated at least 30 different times so far.
Wow. I didn't
30
even know
different
that.
30 different strains. Here. Well, yeah, this is what viruses do. So think about it like this, okay? So now, because viruses, like for instance, AIDS. Do you know why AIDS is so hard to cure? The reason AIDS is so hard to cure is because we have antibodies. Lord, there's multiple things at play here. It's not just as simple as this or that or one thing or the other. There's a lot of things at play here. For instance, the reason that we have a hard time vaccinating something like AIDS. Well, if you actually draw the bloods on a person with AIDS, they can actually have it mutates so quickly that person can actually have many different strains of AIDS inside that one person with full-blown AIDS. They can actually have multiple. Hello, Godden's Raber. How you doing, buddy? They can actually have multiple different mutations of AIDS within their own, within that one person who's sick. So the problem is, even if you if you blocked one of the AIDS viruses within the body, then the other ones just keep doing their work. And even when it comes to, like, contaminate, like, creating a vaccination. Well, how do you vaccinate against something that's constantly evolving? It was it evolution? Virus evolve? Evolution is a lie, right? I'm dying. So what happens is okay, so now you're a virus, right? Now you've got different evolutions. Now you've got one evolution of the virus is doesn't live at all very well, like in let's just say, I mean, I don't know much about these things, but I know there's characteristics like how long it lives on surfaces, and because it has to do with the thickness of their outer shell, how quickly they dry out and die, and how quickly things like that happen, right? So like, for instance, okay, so humans have all put up shields. Like, we put up shields. So let's say you had a strain that survives in your saliva really well because it's moist, okay? But it doesn't survive on surfaces very well, like on a door handle, let's say, like stainless steel door handle, because it just doesn't do well there. It gets too much air, let's say, and it dries out and dies, okay? So then we have all these shields in front, and we're wearing masks now and stuff like that, okay? So all of a sudden you end up with this iteration where, okay, now it doesn't travel in saliva very well, but this one's really got a hardy shell on it. It can survive on surfaces for a long time. So now what happens is you're now got less and less people, because the ones that are hitting, that's surviving in the saliva, they're not going anywhere now. We're stopping them in our masks and we're hitting them against shields. But then you get this other strain and you're touching it and you're getting it on your nose, or your kids are, because kids, right?
Kids everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, fucking children. Like, my son sits there and goes, I'm like, Connor, is your nose fucking running? Do you need to goddamn blow your nose? No, I'm just gonna spread it on my fucking shirt. Like, exactly, right? So, like, so then, next, your kid goes through and touches the door, or you touch something your kid touched, and then you touch the door handle. So now you get a strain that survives better on door handles. And let's say humans, because we are really shitty at not touching our faces. Now we got a new strain of transmission. So now the ones that are trying to spread because they don't survive well on surfaces, but they survive really well in your saliva, well, those ones now aren't making it anywhere. They're hitting walls. They're wiping the fucker down. Every time you come near, you're wearing a mask, then everybody's sanitizing their hands and everything. But then the one that's able to make transmission onto surfaces we're touching and survive there for 4 or 5 days, because that, just sitting there lurking, da-da, da-da, and then somebody comes along finally and touches it, and then survival. So one by one, that virus is more successful. I'll give you an example. Look this up if you don't know about this. There is an island somewhere that has, and I don't know where the fuck it is. I've seen it on a documentary. There's an island that has, there's a bird and there is a plant. Now, this bird will land on this flower. This beautiful flower has this little stoop that hangs off it, like one branch that hangs right here. And it's the perfect height that the bird will come down and land on the stoop and stick its nose in the flower. Now, those evolved together because what happened, they believe, is that any of the birds that landed on the floor, this island is covered in rodents style, like carnivores on the ground, on the surface, under the like lush canopy. It's terrifying down there apparently. So what happened on this island is any of the birds that would land on the ground and try to feed had a higher mortality rate. But the ones that would land on this oddly mutated flower, every once in a while the flower would mutate and have a little branch sticking off of it because it wasn't normal. There's no other flower that has this. It's like a branch that's made for this goddamn bird. It's like got shaped like spots for its toes or something. It's crazy. It's like it's made for the fucking bird. It's the only bird that eats this flower, and it's got a landing pad for the goddamn bird. And so what happened here is that, okay, so the birds that landed on the ground had a higher mortality rate than the ones that landed on this mutation on the flower, this random mutation. Well, okay, but now the flowers that have this random mutation are now getting more pollination and getting more activity. So what happened is over the course of time, the birds that landed on the ground slowly died away as their chances of having offspring were lower than the birds that landed on the little branch. And the flowers in turn that didn't the seeds that didn't have that mutation had a harder time being pollinated because those birds had started to, just in the process of teaching their young and just the process of like learning, had started only exclusively starting to use these ones that had branches, that had little landing pads. So lo and behold, together they moved together in a position where all these flowers have little branches, and that's just a form of mutation. It's forced adaptation, which really is evolution. It's fine. It's forced adaptation.
It's evolution.
Yeah,
but
that's
you
evolution.
try to explain that to these creationists about these stories, and they just brush it off completely.
But Lord, I see what you're saying, buddy. I see what you're saying. I see. Yeah, that's clear. I see him saying up there. But yeah, anyways. But yeah, that's what starts to happen. And so the swine flu, we did the same thing with the swine flu at first, and swine flu is really fucking deadly. But we put up enough walls, theoretical walls, that we pinched it into a corner, and it started becoming less virile and more contagious. And now it's part of the normal flu vaccination you get, which I might get a flu vaccination this year for the first time in a while, because I would hate to catch the flu and get COVID, because that might just be a death sentence.
I don't know if some people probably wouldn't like me to bring this up, but I've been here for this story with Trump. How much can you read into it of what happened to him?
Well, he got sick. I gotta go soon, by the way. We gotta log out soon, but it's already been longer than I should have been off by now. But he got sick. But I mean, the thing is, it's stupid. He got thrown 3 experimental treatments that you and I would be lucky to get one of. And then it's like, I'm strong, you can be strong too, look how strong I am. It's like, fuck, dude, you had 20 doctors around you.
Yeah.
Man, you and I'd be lucky to get that kind of activity. We'll just let you die. Man, they were giving him drugs they don't even know if they work. They're giving him remdesivir, which, by the way, they came out with a new study after that found that remdesivir doesn't lower the odds of fatality. They gave him a fucking, like, they were giving him like antivirals. They were giving him an immunotherapy. They used, They used antibody. They used antibodies from people who'd already been infected and developed antibodies. So they gave him blood transfusions with antibodies. They fucking gave him all kinds of shit you and I'd never get access to. So I mean, for him to stand up afterwards and say, "Look how fucking tough I am," it's bullshit. Here, before I go, I want to show everybody something I've been working on, just to show you all that I have been working. I want to be true to you all, and show you that work has been getting done. And I apologize, it's been so long since a video, but I am planning to try to release a video in the next 2 weeks. Nope, that's porn. Don't show that video.
Wrong button.
Oh my god, it's so funny. Here it is. Okay, here we go. Okay, here. There it is. Got it. Okay, that's the one. You can't see it yet. Give me a second there, Terry. Nobody can see it yet, actually.
No.
Just gotta add it, because these all failed on me. I went to, like, I don't know what happened to this. It all died. Well, here we go. Okay, we'll just do this. We'll just drag it out. Let me just make sure everybody can hear it here when I turn it on. Hey, nobody can hear it. Give me a second.
Nah, I can't hear nothing.
No, it's all good. I know you can't. I just have to. It's all buttons. It's all buttons. It's all just buttons. Okay, so the context, it's like looking for a connection. It's gonna be a First Amendment auditor video, so I'm looking for a really shitty connection between roofers and you know, like conspiracies. COVID or something, you know? You can hear that, right?
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah.
Nope, not a single sound problem, buddy. You've been doing good. I think we got that licked. Fuck. just like, nope, no connection, fuck. There you go. It's like, wait a minute, maybe that's it. Somebody's like, you can use that for so many things. I'm like, yeah, I know. Anyways, Terry, I guess I'll get off here. I really appreciate everybody coming by. I want to say, I will say one thing. We'll get you to say something here before you go. But the Stringer News, $5. Thank you very much, sir. Bella Charge with the $5 and NANA with $6.66. I feel like that's not the right number for some reason, so I'm gonna hit refresh here because was there not one other donation in there? I can't remember. Was there not one other goddamn I'm just kidding. That's not how I said that. Sorry, I'm not ranty. You sons of bitches. You sons of bitches. How the goddamn hell am I supposed to run my life off of flat earth with this shit?
Get a job.
Fucking shit, eh? Like, the reason that my content was shit tonight is because I was busy all week. I'm sorry. I'm working on content, people. And by the way, what? Go ahead. I was gonna say, Fight the Flat Earth has been sitting on my end, my 10-11 minutes of my end of a collab for at least a week now. So it's out of my hands, everybody. I've dusted my hands of that. I have been done, and I've moved on to my projects. So, but you were gonna say, sorry, Terry. What have you been up to, and what do you want to say before we start? We click the outro button.
I was just gonna. When you were saying about Randy, I heard that he went in for his little operation because he was supposed to have had a hernia or something. And okay. I'm going back live still Wednesdays and Saturday evenings, my time, 7 p.m.
Okay.
So I got no idea what time that is everywhere else. And I do a little after show probably Mondays afternoons. So it'll be about this time, your time.
Okay.
That's just sort of like an after pre-show. It's not really any content or anything. But I'm up to Industrial Revolution. We're doing steam trains, 1880s ish, around that era.
Hey, I was gonna say you need to put some words on that thumbnail. I had that thumbnail show up, and I just showed a steam train, and I didn't see anything. So if you put a real thumbnail up, it would make it so I didn't even know what I was looking at. I didn't even know it was your stream till I saw something else somewhere.
I did put a picture of a steam train on.
I know, but what I'm saying is, Terry. So like, okay, like watch this. So like I get here, I'll show you the picture. Here, I'm gonna bring it up real quick. I'll show you what exactly I'm talking about because I tweeted it. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, look at. Okay, because this was my screen. By the way, I want everybody to see this. This was my fucking watch next screen after watching a video. Does somebody maybe think that fucking Fox is paying for some goddamn fucking coverage here? Who thinks that Fox is paying for some just a bit of coverage, maybe just a touch of coverage? I mean, how many options do I got for Fox here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two of them are the same damn thing.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I've been watching videos all week, and they end with Trump talking. I'm sitting there listening to things Bluetooth, trying to clean shit, and all of a sudden I'm listening to Trump talk, and I'm like, what is going on? It watch next me into Trump speeches.
Well,
that's messed up. That's messed up, boy. I don't watch Trump. Like, so, like, it's not getting the idea for me. And then, okay, this JLP, I watched him one time because he's an idiot. And there it is. But Terry, do you see what I'm seeing right here? Do you want me to point out what I pointed out? Look at. Is that you?
Yeah, I'm here. Where am I?
Right here. Are you there? Okay, but Terry, what do I see? Now look at me. I'm just a person out there. This is my watch next screen right here. Okay. Now science or satire pokes out real well because you see science or satire. It's also bright. You can read the words easy. You go, that's interesting. If you're a Trump fan, I guess you got all these options for fucking Trump. Thank you very much, Stringer News. Honestly, this beats the hell out of yet another Karen video. Well, fair enough. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you for the $5.
So you're saying the thumbnail should have text and other things besides the steam train?
Well, yeah, because you're trying to get people to notice and come in. Like, the idea is you want to grab them, right? So, like, just to give you an example, like, if you go, and I'm not, like, the best thumbnail maker. I'm far from it. But you want to look at this thumbnail, like, right here. I mean, you know, what have I done here? I'm trying to, it's a stream, yeah, but that thumbnail goes a long ways to making people think, like, oh, like, look at this one right here, 1,000 views. 999 views, which is pretty good for a stream for me these days. And you've got like Overbaked Alaska, you know, and like just by glancing at it. So now imagine, look at the same screen here. Wait, that's not the one. Look at the same screen here. And imagine, like, look at your thumbnail right there. Now, which one, if you don't know anything about that, what does that even say to you? It doesn't say anything. It just shows a steam drain. See, it doesn't mean anything to somebody who doesn't know anything about it. Now, if you have somebody coming to your channel and looking for, like, they come to Brainy Beaver and looking for your content, you know, and going videos, and they look at your content, they're going to know that they're tuning in for a Terry stream, right? But if you're just somebody that catches it like this at the end of a watch next, and you've got all these options to click on, this is not going to draw somebody in to click on it. So just to give you some advice there, you want something that pokes out. So, and again, I'm not the best thumbnailer, but imagine in your place right there, instead of that, imagine my thumbnail right there with her, you know, doing her, you know, Nicole Cote thing.
But where does the steam train come into it, though? I'm
just saying it as an example, something that catches your attention.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what you can do is like Terry, what I'm trying to say is that take that steam train, take that image of that steam train, put some words on it, and put a title. Like, you can even just. Shit, you could literally just drop text across the center of it on an angle that says fucking steam trains. Like, it would do more. Like, and then just put a live on it or something even, or you know what I mean? It would do more because you might, for instance, you might get somebody, because it's not uncommon for people just to use arbitrary pictures as thumbnails too. That's the thing. So a person looking at that, they get no information. So if they take a look at it now and it says steam trains from the past or something right on that thumbnail, and all of a sudden I'm a steam train fan. Turns out I like steam trains. Well, now I know this whole video is fucking full of steam trains. So, like, all of a sudden you're like, hoot and holler, bad and goddamn, click that shit. I want to see some fucking steam trains. And the next thing you know, I enjoy the chat. I enjoy the talk. You know what? I want to hit subscribe. Give me some more of that Terry. So you got to think, we always think like YouTubers and like creators, like we know what things, like even like simple things. Like, you'll notice one of the things you'll notice on my videos is if you watch any of my, like, if I click on my own stream here, just use art. you'll notice that there's actually a see the subscribe symbol right here as my thing?
Yeah.
Well, that's because right there, you'll see a lot of us use that. Well, what's funny is that the reason you'd think, oh, but you use your logo because it's like logoing. Well, yeah, okay, fair enough. But guess what? A lot of people don't even know they can subscribe because they're not us. They're not YouTubers. So then they go, you can actually fucking subscribe? Yeah, you could. My dad one day goes, well, but what is subscribing? I don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, so like, we think, oh, it's simple. You subscribe, but to people, you gotta remember, there's lots of people coming on here who don't use YouTube. They don't familiar with it. So you've got to kind of walk them to the information and say, like, my video's about this. And the other thing you got to think is just looking at this. Okay, so now we go here. So we go here and you scroll like this. Now, like, look at this. So we got rock a lot. Just like watch my thing here. You know, you got things like this. But now watch. Now, if I go along like this, and I've got all these different things I can watch now. You want to stand out. So now, what catches your eyes? Which ones catch your eyes? Like things like this. Like, see how that caught your eye really quickly? The white with red's usually kind of a no-no, but he's doing it brightly with a dark back. But like, you see how certain things, like it's finished, like that just stood out. See how it's kind of. But like something like this, like see Jordan Peterson. There's Jordan Peterson, one of the most 3 million views. But fuck, did it stand out? Did that make you want to click on it as you scrolled by that? What is he even talking about? I have to then read. I have to do then return home. But you see how you're making me work. You're making me work. You're making me look for information. People go like this.
Right.
Oh, look at oh, Sir Sick stood out to me. I stopped at Sir Sick. And you keep scrolling, and then that always stands out because men are men, and women will always stand out. Just so you know, to men, women will always catch a man's attention by using a woman. There's just nothing. It's just, that's genetics.
So a half naked woman on a steam train with some text.
That actually fucking would be. So here's the thing. That is perfect. That is exactly what you fucking do. You nailed it. If you could find a picture of a steam train with a woman riding the fucking thing half naked, like bikini, like that is exactly what you'd use. It's 100%. Now here's the key though. You don't want to bait people though, because YouTube, if you lie to people and they come in and then they leave too quickly, YouTube takes that as a strike against you. It starts assuming that the information you're providing to people coming in isn't correct because they're not staying. So YouTube has tried to make it so you get punished for that a little bit too, because the way they used to do it is you just have this. You'd have a picture like that. Or you'd have and it would have nothing. It would be like, you won't believe what she did on the beach, or something like that. And of course it would have 1 million views and it would be a kid playing tic-tac-toe. So because it was the, like men stop at breasts and they go, oh, so it was working. But now YouTube, what happens is now people click on the video and that's all it is a thumbnail and it's a kid playing tic-tac-toe and they leave like quickly. Then all of a sudden YouTube starts going, I have a suspicion that the information, and if you continually do that, the algorithm will start to disregard the information you're providing to it with what it thinks you're, like what is in your description and what's in your title, because it doesn't believe you anymore. And you've now proven that you're unreliable, and people think, oh, why would YouTube do that? Well, you got to think there's so much content out there. YouTube doesn't want to promote garbage content. They want to promote good content. They've got enough content. They don't need trash. They can promote a good video that'll get 10 million views, not a shitty one. So they want the individual to enjoy the experience, not be like disappointed by going into all these clickbaity videos. How annoying is it when you click into a video, you think there's gonna be a car crash and it ends with like nothing, and you're like, this is bullshit. You wasted your time, right? Anyways. So Terry, before I get going here, that's the critique I wanted to give you. So I just wanted to point that out. That's why you'll notice that the thumbnails that stand out the most are the ones that have big bold text. Just so you know, red text, usually a no-no. Red does not stand out against the eyes. He's getting away with it because he's using that bright white to grab you first. And then, but even then, you notice how you scroll by, the red is hard to read as you go by. White on black is never hard to fucking read. But yeah, you always got to try to stay. You want to try to stay like, you know, that's the white on black again. It stands out like hell, right? Even this right here. You can't. Here, I'm gonna expand this window because I want you to see one more thumbnail here. So just look at this, okay? So you look at this first row, even, okay? Now look at Master of the Cosmos. I get, without even seeing the title, I get an idea of what that video is about. Wind chill. Well, it's him talking about wind chill. Okay, it's Neil deGrasse Tyson Star Talk. Okay, pretty good idea. A Saturn F1. Ooh, don't need to see much more about that to know, you know, that's going to be about Saturn F1, you know, engines. That's going to be pretty cool. But watch this. Now, look at this one in the top right. It doesn't even stand out. See how it doesn't stand out at all?
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's got 1.2 million views. So, I mean, by rights, I mean, it's a popular channel. It's probably Fairbairn Films. It's probably a popular channel to get that. Either that or it's lucked out somehow. But I'm just saying, as I'm scrolling by, there's nothing there to grab me. I see that, and it doesn't even interest me. The worst Tinder catfish of all time. Like, it just... But unless I stop to actually read that now, it's not the first thing I see. The first things that I saw were all of these. Even there, look at nothing. You don't get nothing out of that. You get little fucking... Those are news things, and that's fine. But you see how they don't jump? They don't jump at you. And then you come down, and even these ones, they're not really jumping at you. But then you come down, and all of a sudden you get these big, bright, texty... You don't want to do too much text. You just want to get to the point. You know, right to the point. Just find the coin. See?
Coin. Well, coin. Yeah, that stood out. I watched that guy.
Yeah, no, and I do too, because he's on fire lately. I just watched a video the other day. It was pretty cool. But, like, yeah, see, like, even here's the First Amendment honor. Nothing. Just fucking thumbnail it. See, you just scroll right past that fuck. But then all of a sudden, imagine he put a fucking title on it like this and move that title right there. Just saying fucking First Amendment honor shit and move it up to here. And now imagine how much more this stands out. Darken the background a little bit, the thumbnail, just darken that back a bit so that this stands out all of a sudden, and boom, all of a sudden you're scrolling by and you go, oh, fucking Simperfats fucking argues with a cop? I'd love to see that, but without him doing that, I'd have to, Part 4, magistrate sent us to the police department. Yeah, right, to file charges. But, like, see how he made me fucking go out of my way to access that information? Like, fuck you. I don't want to do that. I'm stupid. Humans are stupid. We're all lazy. I'm lazy, you're lazy, we're all fucking lazy.
And this goes in the same thing too with the debunking part I do on the show as well. So if we wanted to show that instead of the train, well, I'd show the debunking screen with some text on it with the person that we're debunking, like you guys do. I see some thumbnails for that.
Yeah, and like that's the thing. You throw, like, a lot of times. This is actually a very popular thing. You throw the point of the show in the center a lot of times, right? But this is because I'm trying to do face recognition. Like, I'm the person here now, so it's about kind of creating your profile. But I'll show you something popular.
I'm not holding you up.
My wife's probably no. Well, yeah. I mean, my wife's probably already in bed. It doesn't matter. Here, look at. Here's an example here. So, like, see, I watched him for years, and at some point, they started noticing in their analytics that when he put himself on the center, because once you became a well enough known face, you can start using yourself as the main. So that's why I'm not on my thumbnails. But he used to just do, if you go back in his channel, and look at his video thumbnails.
Right.
You'll notice that at some point he wasn't using his face. Watch. He does a video for 4 days a week, so you gotta go back, boy. Give me 1 second.
I think you should have went last to first.
Well, you'll see. It'll stop all of a sudden. It'll stop. Like, only a year ago, though. Holy shit. You can do last to first?
Yeah, up the top right-hand corner.
Well, he has been doing this for like 6 years, though, dude. It would go so far back, I'd be watching him play tic-tac-toes. I'm sure it's gonna end right here. I've only been watching it for a few years. See, they've messed around with different styles over the years, right? Trying to grab a hold of what works. Here, we're starting to get out of him. There, we're starting to get out of the. See here, he's a little bit in the sun. Oh yeah, look at that. Never mind. You know what? They went back and changed thumbnails. That's what they've done.
You think so?
Yeah, they went back and redid all their fucking thumbnails. Absolutely. Look at, they never made his thumbnails like this. He never made his thumbnails like this. Like, you can tell how young he is here, and then all of a sudden he's not.
Hmm.
A little young in some of them, but they remade their thumbnails because he never used to do his thumbnails like that. And I remember watching him, and he'd say, "Just so you know, we've started noticing that whenever we show my face in the thumbnails, we get twice as many views." So they went back and they've all the channels that you watch that talk about building your channels will tell you that there's nothing wrong with going back and updating all your thumbnails later. Like, because I have taken a video that wasn't performing at all and changed the thumbnail and had it go like this and like literally change trajectory.
Wow.
Like there was like, it literally did that, like on the graph, like there was like a physical, like it was moving along like this, and I literally made it do that, like where I changed the thumbnails. So thumbnails are fucking massive. You only get 2 pieces of information: thumbnail and title. That's fucking it. That's all you get.
So I can go back into my previous videos and change the thumbnail then.
Yeah, it's all in your studio. Yeah, you just go back in there and update the thumbnails and stuff. But yeah, it's all. But anyways, it's your call. Just between you and me, streams don't get a lot of post view, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Videos is different. Yeah. Videos are different because it's a different kind of consumable content. So, anyways.
Yeah, I mainly live stream. Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave now because this is my 1 hour outro like usual. So Terry, you're gonna be streaming later tonight, or you're on later in the week?
What's today? My Friday today, so it'll be tomorrow night, Saturday night, 7 o'clock my time.
All right. Well, I'm sorry that it was so late tonight, guys. I'm gonna try to stream a little bit earlier next week, but you know, it always seems that like it never fails. Like Wednesday, I'm always stupid busy, don't get home till late, and then I end up not being able to stream earlier. So I'd really like to stream a little earlier when more fans are able to be around. So, but Terry, I'd really like to thank you for coming on. I want to thank all of the donors today, NANA for increasing his pledge, all the people that gave money, Stringer News, Bella, NANA. If I missed anybody, I apologize, and just everybody for hitting the like button and coming out and watching and being part of the show. So yeah, thank you for coming out, Terry.
Oh, thank you, Brainy.
Yeah,
thank you.
And don't worry, I'll get on your show one of these days. I'm just really tired right now. I got to catch up on a bunch of work. I had a whole bunch of furnace jobs slammed on my lap.
You never know who turns up on my show. I've had everyone from Wolfie to Where's Wally, Get Blue Marble. Yeah, that's just to mention a few.
Yeah, I'll be on there. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed to Terry, throw your link in
thing.
In the thing there. And anyways, say goodbye to everybody. We're gonna hit outro. Say bye-bye. Bye. Bye, Terry.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Bye, everyone.
Love you all. Thank you for putting up with my ass.